appointment. Now the vice president often tell me, since he got a seat as vice president, how many persons have recommended in this government to serve in the government as presidential appointee? 0. Every appointment in Nima County was done by him. He and I would discuss something as a brother. To implement it, you will bypass me and do different things. I better keep it. I don't talk on it.
Now you need to see us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow the citizens to be? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask.
The good person in our whole United Party, that President Bwaka. You want to say that again? The only person that appreciate good among all the United Party for that President Bwaka. The rest are ungrateful. The right, they use you and dumb you. But President Bwaka, if all of them were thinking the President Bwaka and behaving the President Bwaka, United Party will have another chance in 2029. Just for now, they do not regard people that help them.
Of our soldiers were executed on this party ground. 2 at the back and 1 right at the headquarters. The man who shot and killed our people today is a darling boy in the Liberia National Police. They brought him back to shoot more guns. Get ready to shoot. Because we challenge the status quo appropriately.
Inform that the violence or still any student because of their action, it will be the day the entire Brothers administration will cut down. We will massively violate the students in this country and will shut down the Brothers administration. The day that happens, we have the capability to do so. And if they think this renovation project is a joke, let them try. The fall of the Brothers administration begins with this. If they think they will tumble on any student in this country or at the university like Garguah and water in infinity, while our children saving opponents and lottery in the Western world, while we are subjected to agile power and bad learning conditions here, and the thing will say.
In the first 100 days, no car will get stuck on the major road in this country. And I mean it.
You say it out loud?
It's going down. First floor. There you have it.
That led to decades of war still run deep. But so too does the longing for reconciliation. A reconciliation defined not by political bargaining or by an artificial balance of power by tribe, region, religion, or ethnicity, but by the equality of opportunity and a better future for all Liberians.
Bwaka can lie. The government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. They don't put all hustler, they put a hustler, they lie. Everything they say, they never say the truth.
Today, the supporters of His Excellency Joseph Bwaka presents him as a poor man from Lofa and assert that he will understand the plight of the poor people. Fellow Liberians, do not be fooled. First President Bwaka is not poor like you, not even as me. As Vice President, his office received more money from the government budget than any other Vice President has received in Liberia's history. He has enjoyed some of the best and most lucrative government jobs.
There's this, what I call sort of vicious lie about the fact that Mr. Pewee is gay or bring gay lifestyle to Liberia. It's complete bullshit. When people can accuse you of stealing people's money, when they can accuse you of being involved in the war, anything, people don't make up stuff. They don't make up shit. Excuse my language, right? So it's complete nonsense. I'm married, 8 Teresa, 2 children, 5 grandchildren. I believe in traditional family values, so it's complete bullshit, complete nonsense.
Young man, vice president, young man that vice president, the major stole 500,000. I mean, Jamaica, the major went to, I forget that Jamaica, the major went to Ghana, the fit, and they may bring it all company in the country. I mean, Kun, they can't reach yourself. Kun, man, you know, Kun, but I want to sophisticated, quiet, hardcore rule in Labro. But Labro,
when 2029 come and pass, then you finally leave. Mission is completed. Now, what the rules of engagement? The war ended, the guy said, the captain, the commander said, mission complete. There wounded out first. All men on board.
Everywhere there is no school, I will put school. And everywhere there is school and school in bad condition, I will renovate it. I told them, towns and villages, everywhere you will have lights in a town for children to play and people to see. I told them, every town will have safe drinking water.
If Charles Taylor is the problem, he will be out of here in the twinkle of an eye. And I say, let well-meaning Liberians come home. If we respect this constitution, a government formed in Accra is a violation of Article 1 of the Constitution. Let them come home. Let that government be formed in Monrovia.
The government that capital rule, small, B rule, all capital. I think the reason Joseph Boakai will not do much because the old man, the papa is suffering. The papa loves the country, but he can't make it. The criminal there around him, they sophisticated than him. They are sophisticated criminals, so they can't make it.
Your league Costa, God know how to pay people. It's just simple. Costa that accused everybody here but himself. Everybody, Joe, we join, we accuse Joe, he killed Joseph Boakai. Boakai still living. Joe, when I go, no, you leave my brother. He made me senator. He almost made Joseph Boakai president until he screwed up. We gave God the glory. Yeah. Well, Boakai, when he screwed, he said, oh, we don't want to make sure we will fought for him to be reconciled with the president. And then the people who fought for him. Look, Yoli Costa, you come. And Costa on a podcast, he said, Jerome Gayman calling me? Okay. The time you were calling me for me to carry the president, Boakai, did I put it on radio? That immaturity to do what he talks about.
And I guarantee you, when we finish, there will not be a winner or the loser. Today, we all wear the jersey of Liberia. And the victory belongs to the people, to the peace, and to our democracy. As we begin to build upon the foundation of this new Liberia, I, George Seleke Kromah, the new president, will first give thanks and praises to the Almighty God for the blessing He has bestowed upon our country. And I say, my people, thank you,
We elected 85 irresponsible men what happened to our country. We elected 85 irresponsible men to govern this country, not to be very irresponsible.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jerome Gayman. Today is Tuesday, the month of July, July 21st. 2026, July 25th is already here. This coming weekend is going to be the biggest weekend in our history because we are going to be celebrating the 179th anniversary of the birth of the nation, the Republic of Liberia. And fortunately for everyone else, the celebration is going to be held in my hometown of Buchanan, Grand Bassa County. So we are blessed and happy to be called the people and place of hospitality. It is us that set the tone for civilization. Yes, civilization. So Grand Bassa County is going to be having a grand welcoming parade on Friday. And on Saturday, more events. And on Sunday, the closing or the semi-closing of the event is going to be held with a glorious gospel extravaganza. So if you want to be seen and you want to be known and you want to rub elbows with the power brokers, the beautiful ladies of Grand Bassa County, Buchanan is your destination. Come early, first come, first serve. Come early, get some of the best hotels in town, eat some of the best foods in town, meet real civilized people. Hopefully, you can learn a thing or two. Grand Bassa, the home of hospitality, will be showing you what it is to be a Bassa man or a Bassa woman. Basically, being Bassa. We are very proud of our history, our culture, our language, our people, our city. The second capital of the Republic of Liberia, we have produced presidents, ambassadors, aide-de-camps, you name it, pro tems of all kinds, all types, all shapes. So when you meet a Bassa man, you have to salute. We know governance, we know government, we know protocol. The Bassa people eat governance and government like kaya. When we walk in the room, we walk like oil flowing through our veins. Yes. If you went to the Atok Grand School of Law from its very inception to recently, the Bassa people. When you talk about diplomacy, the Bassa people. Foreign affairs, the Bassa people. It is just us. That's how it is. So this weekend, make your way to Grand Bassa County. Enjoy hospitality at its best. The president will be in Bassa. The cabinet will be in Bassa. We will be out there to showcase all of our historical sites. You need to visit the grave of Bob Gray. You need to visit the oldest United Methodist Church in Upper Buchanan, 1836. You need to see where the Atlantic Ocean meets the St. John River. You want to meet. I mean, it is just a sight to see when you are in Upper Buchanan. And then go to Edina. Beautiful place to see. You will be touching and seeing history from the very inception of the nation, 1822. In fact, prior to that, Do you know that Dopoh is the official food of the Republic of Liberia? I know you didn't know that because you have never been to a good school. So they didn't teach you your history. But during those days, you have to be immersed. You did A, B, C, then you did Primo 1, Primo 2, infant reader before you go to first grade. But then you have been well immersed into the history of the country, the civilization, the culture. Yes, the Bassa people have been accused of being the most prejudiced tribe in Liberia. They think they're better than everybody else. Every other person they call an alien in the Bassa tradition. Because they keep saying, you are not like us. You will never be like us. So this weekend, you need to be in Bassa and take the tour of yesteryears and see what culture is all about. You want to be where culture began and how we have become the curators of history, of culture. The Republic of Bassa. Go and meet the people. Go and visit the second oldest high school in the Republic of Liberia, the Bassa High School. The school is so great, they name it after the people before anybody else began to name school after themselves. Bassa High School, founded in 1902, it was Hazard Academy. The formation of the Episcopal Church and the United Methodist Churches, the two churches met and they formed an all-boys academy. The Hazard Academy was an official high school in the Republic of Liberia to train men to be leaders, leadership high school, Hazard Academy. And in 1926, it reverted to the Bassa people and it became the Grand Bassa High School. This year, they celebrated their 100th anniversary being called Bassa High School, 1902. I am giving you a lesson. I'm giving you history. When you go to Bassa, you better salute. We are the curators of history. The archive of Liberian history is buried in Edina, Grand Bassa County, under the foot of Bob Gray. And when you go east of Bob Gray, you will find the grave of Joseph Cheeseman, President of the Republic of Liberia. Elijah Johnson. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving you a dose of history. I am giving you a dose of history for those of you who were not endowed with classic education in the Republic of Liberia. I am giving you a little dose of Liberian history. They said, when we were where were you? When Bassa stands, we sing our school ode. We sing the national anthem. We carry the flag gallantly, defend the Constitution. So anyone who comes after us and trampled upon the Constitution, The Bassa people will frown upon you because it is the cardinal book, the gospel upon which the nation was founded. If you are here to translate, to tarnish the reputation of men and women that spilled their blood on that constitution upon which the nation was built, we will say, shame on you, shame on you. You are a failure and not trusted and not worthy of carrying the flag. All glory, they call it. The Constitution. Our poet would say, if I die tonight, the only thing I want to carry to my grave has to be the Constitution. This book upon which I stand taught me you can't kill me. So with that, let me welcome our guests, panelists, my co-hosts. First in, first recognition, let me go to our brothers and sisters and our family. 87.9 Junkies Murray. This is Freedom FM. Welcome and welcome to your folks.
Welcome also to the platform, Honorable Jerome Gayman. Welcome to you, Honorable Pewee, and welcome to.
Just Pewee is okay. Yeah, yeah. You are journalists. You in the kind of we host a program.
We are colleagues.
Honorable Police Chief.
We are colleagues.
Yeah.
So
Pewee will be okay.
So welcome Pewee. Welcome to the show again tonight. Today's edition it promises to be firing because there are a lot on our talking plate tonight. Mr. Gayman is here, and thank you for the efforts being applied and the True FM family. My name is Junkies Morris, and I'm here on Freedom FM 87.9, and this is the closing argument here on Freedom FM 87.9. Today's edition will feature a jury tampering case at Criminal Code C, the situation with Madam Finda Bondo, the situation with the record-breaking drug burst that took place on today in the Douazon belt, and other issues to be discussed that are of pertinence. So we are here tonight. Keep following. Share the show. The closing argument is on Freedom FM 87.9, on True FM 96.2. We are aired on Care Radio, Radio Bezu, and our live stream here via Facebook and our YouTube channel. Share the show, keep watching, and this is the closing argument. Freedom FM 87.9. Junkies Morris, back to you, Mr. Gayman.
Thank you very much, Junkies, and our friends and family. Freedom FM, welcome aboard. We're going to give you enough time to opine on a plethora of issues going on in Liberia, and we're going to talk about them. Let me welcome Honorable Pewee. I know if anybody on this platform that carries that title, it is Pewee, because he has served honorably in that position as Assistant Minister at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So
yeah, yes, but you may reject it, Honorable.
No, he's not rejecting it because we didn't qualify it.
No. So let me see. I know we got some point about. Let me bring them on first. No, I'm not.
Yeah, these are our guests. I think they will be on for like one of
I'm not actually, Mr. Gayman, I'm not rejecting that. But what I'm saying here is that this on the platform. I would love to be referred to as Pewee or Sylvester or Neo Pro, right? You will save that probably. That would be in the period if I'm back or so. But yeah, it sounds like a distraction a little bit to me, trying to put this kind of a line of the title and all those things. When I saw the time the title came, we operated in the confine of the title. Now I'm operating as a political operative and a political commentator. Let me refer to in that direction. So that's why I'm trying to a little bit distance myself from those kind of a nomenclature at this time. But anyway, that's not this thing.
In diplomacy, once you were president, we'll always call you president.
I know,
that's how it is. People will say, "Oh, former president," but president is always president. So we'll always call you that.
Anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have some special guests. The first segment of our show, we have some guests here, and we're going to go through that real quick because we want to get to the line. Let us go and start with introducing ourselves. Let me start from my left, your right, Mr. Washington Doe. Washington Doe, welcome to the closing argument. Introduce yourself, who you are, and who do you represent. Then we go around the table. 1 minute.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Washington Doe. I represent the First State Sport Association, and it's always good to be here to talk about community engagement and especially our July 26th program in the state of Delaware. Thank you.
The First State, Delaware. Let me go to Augustine Sear. Is that Sear or Sear?
Oh, Sear.
Augustine Sear, who is Augustine Sear, and who do you represent?
Well, thank you so much for having us on your platform today. I'm Augustine Sear, and I'm here with First State Old Timers Sports Association of Delaware. And we're here to talk about our upcoming event on the big day, July 26th. I heard you speaking a lot about July 26th and the program that you guys are going to be having in Basel. We are going to be doing likewise here in Delaware. So we're here to talk about our program. Thank you.
Great. Can you landscape, you and Mr. Doe and Seattle, Allison, can you landscape your phone?
Okay.
While you're doing that, Frank looks real good. He got everything going right. Frank and Tessley got it right. O'Brien got it right. Seattle got it wrong. CA got it wrong. And Doe got it wrong. But let's go. Frank, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I think that's the veteranship. We've been on here a few times in the past, so that reflects that. But thank you for welcoming us as in our organization. I'm Frank Weeder. I'm the Secretary General of First State Old Timers Sports Association in Delaware. And as my previous colleague said, we're just here to amplify and shout out the weekend festivities that is taking place here in Delaware. Thank you.
Great. I see Augustine C., a young man, he says, old timer. You try to steal our title. How can you be young? Because you say old timer. Mr. Cassidy, welcome to the show.
You got me cracking up. Good afternoon. Do we have a lady on tonight? Good afternoon, gentlemen of the closing argument. It's a pleasure to be on again. My name is Myean. If I should add a Loma name to it, give up by La will let go for go. And the last name is Kessley. And I'm the team manager. I'm the head of the First State Old Timers Sports Association. Thank you.
We charge according to how long your name is. So you got the biggest bill. Let me go to O'Brien. O'Brien, welcome. I know you might be the fullback for the old timers because you look so young. Welcome, O'Brien.
That's a compliment. That's a compliment. But again, I'm O'Brien Fale, the chairman for the July 26th committee. And we are here to talk about our July 26th celebration, which will take place on the 25th. And commences starts on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we're going to go more into it. Thank you.
Excellent. The older lady on the show tonight, so far, Seattle Allison. Welcome to the closing argument. I guess she's having technical difficulties there. Augustus here. Okay, you got your daughter's or your wife's picture there. I thought we had two ladies there. Let me welcome Dr. Henry Peabody. Doctor, welcome to the show.
To see all these great people, man. Great people from the First State of Delaware. It's an honor to have all of you guys on the closing argument this evening.
I was just telling them that the old-timer soccer club of the closing argument is no joke. So when you guys come here, don't come here with this old-timer thing. We got a good team, very good team. But it is great to have you guys on. Let's talk about the first state. I know it's going to be, when they're talking about having good time, when we're talking about planning program, we're talking about getting things done. The first state have always come on top. You guys got a DMV on fire. Talk about who started this show. Oh, Kehleboe. Kehleboe, welcome to the show. Well, we're having some technical difficulties with our folks. They are muted. Let me go to the Secretary General here. Secretary General, you are the archivist. You are the guy who holds everything. Tell us what is happening, when is happening, who is there, what is this we're going to be doing when I come pay my money? What is it I'm expecting? I want my shoe, my red bottom shoe is ready. You are muted.
Sorry about that. I had myself muted. But we are excited about the upcoming event. Of course, I am second in the hierarchy of leadership. But for this particular event and this particular weekend, we have our chairman, which is front and center, Mr. O'Brien. So I'm gonna, if it's okay with you, I'm gonna turn it over to him. He's gonna introduce the weekend to us. He's gonna go ahead and kind of delegate what each person is gonna talk about. So if it's okay with you, I'll hand it over to Mr. O'Brien.
Mr. O'Brien, introduce your crew and let's get this thing rolling, man. I can't wait. You are muted.
Before we can get started, I think Ciara is situated now. We can have her to introduce herself. Then we can get that ball rolling.
Okay, we got Ciara and Kehleboe. Ciara, go ahead. Ciara, can you hear me? You are muted. Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, you guys are clear except.
Can you hear me? Am I laudable?
Yes, you're loud.
Okay, let me start the program.
Okay, go ahead.
Like I said earlier, my name is Myean. I'm the leader of this Old Timer Sports Association. I'm sorry you hear noise in the background because it's raining cats in Delaware. But we have been existing for 18 years, first state Old Timer, and we are doing the IEM Barrow game for the July 26th for the 8th year. This is year number 8. And we took it 3 years. It was just like the Delaware thing. And then the last 5 years, we have done the entire East Coast. Some of you in studio have attended our event in Delaware. So this year is massive. This is going to be the largest gathering on the East Coast. So for this year activities, my guys will come in later to throw some light on there. We will be doing the Friday night. That's the Liberian Association. I don't know if Mr. President for the Liberian Association is one of your panelists. I don't know if he's on tonight, but he will throw a light on that. So I will start with the Saturday activities. On Saturday morning, it will just be like a setup up to 1 p.m. where we will start our admission of our guests. At 2 o'clock, it's going to be a parade of the entire Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia, and other nearby states will do the parade. And then at 4 o'clock is a kickball game. Ciara is here. Ciara will talk about the kickball game. And then at 4 o'clock is the kickball game. And then at 5 o'clock, our guest of honor, the Senator of Bomi County, Honorable Edwin Melvin Snow Jr., will grace our occasion with other dignitaries. We'll do another parade where we will march in the famous IEM Barrow soccer team. We'll go to the grandstand. Honorable Snow will do the kickoff, and then official march will start. But behind the scene, there have been a lot going on for the last 8 weeks. That's why you have all of these guys that will talk about the famous July 26th Independence Day celebration in Delaware.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are within sight or honor our voice, you're watching, they say Delaware this coming weekend, this is where black people, if you touch them, they will turn yellow. If you tell yellow people, will turn black. We are going to be at a rubbing elbow. Yes, what's Sierra? Can you hear me now?
She got it on mute.
Yeah, Sierra is muted. I think she got to go out and come back in. Let me go to Washington Doe. Washington Doe, what is your role and what is it that I'm going to, when I get in time, do I call you? Do you have a flyer with information on it that we can read? Do you guys have a flyer we can post?
Yeah, thank you. So my role is I'm one of the committee members, and I'm pretty much
I think Washington is muted. Yes, we do have a flyer. Tomalin George, you have our promo. I think you all have played the promo on the closing argument. The numbers are on the flyer. Chairman O'Brien number is on the flyer. My number is on the flyer. So you can call any of us on this show tonight. We will be available.
Okay, great. Honorable Doe, go ahead.
All right. So I'm one of the committee members and part of the organizing team. And it's always great to talk about old time of engaging with the community and the state of Delaware and the people in the tri-state. We are here today to promote our July 26th program, which of course is very significant to every one of us. We look forward to it. We welcome each family. Bring your kids, bring your friends, bring your relatives to come and celebrate with us. As the TM said, 5 years ago, we took it to a different level. This year, it's going to be more bigger. We intend to continue to grow within the state of Delaware. We're going to bring in a lot of dignitaries within our state. We encourage the citizens, the community to come and join us in celebrating our 179th Independence Day.
Excellent, excellent. Kehleboe, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good. Introduce yourself. What is it that you do, what you bring to the table? Let us know. We're ready to celebrate, man. Let's do this.
I know. I've been the financial secretary for this organization for the last 7 years. Over that time, we've kind of worked to help develop this organization from grassroots to where it is right now. As most of the guys already stated, it started with humble beginnings, and now we're trying to expand. We're trying to get the broader community involved. But I deal with the finance as well as other related functions in the agency. The July 26th is one of our signature events that we hold. Progressively over the years, we've seen it grown from, as far as participation. It used to be, the numbers used to be in, because I like numbers, the numbers used to be in 50s, and it's risen up to, if I could estimate, over 500. And then we hope to see it even moving beyond that point. Every year it gets better. And we're hoping that with platforms like yours and other platforms that will be able to market this event better. We're hoping for the community at large, not only the tri-state, the diaspora Liberians. We're hoping to make this bigger. Delaware is a focal point in the United States. We're closer to Philly. We're not far from New Jersey and Maryland. So we're just hoping to make our event bigger. And there's a goal behind that. I guess my TM and my SG kind of talked about it a little bit, but as we go on in the program, you'll probably get a better understanding of this whole event.
Great. Sierra, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Excellent. Introduce yourself, and I know Kehleboe, he got to be a very good financial guy. He been on the job 7 years. In our area, I know they change financial manager every year. But for you to be on the job 7 years, you've been doing a great job. Talk to us, team manager. What is it you're going to do? What should we expect when we get there?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ciara Allison. I am the team manager of the First State Kicking Divas, Delaware First Premier Liberian Kickball team. My role this weekend is to get the women more involved in kickball. Kickball is a big tradition for our country as well. For the past, I think, 3 or 4 years, has always been soccer. So last year, when I talked to the team, our TM, and few of the men in the organization to pitch the idea of getting women to be more involved and not just to sit back, to do more. We can play kickball, we can do whatever we want to do. So last year was the first year we played kickball during the Liberian Independence celebration in Delaware. This year we're going to continue that tradition. So my role is just to get our women in the community in Delaware just to do more, to be more active, and especially during the Liberian Independence weekend.
Excellent. I'm in Florida, so I'm a little distant from you, but let me go to Sylvester Pewee. Sylvester Pewee, you are a neighbor to the folks. Most likely you have attended.
Mr. Gilman, I can hear you.
Oh, yeah? Then you have to go out and come back in. It's from your end. But Honorable Pewee, let's talk about, you live in the area there. Let's talk about the Delaware event. How has it been, and why should people come from Florida to go out there, or from California to go out there? You are muted.
You're muted, Sylvester. You're muted.
Okay,
I think when you are talking, I can hear you. Yeah, it goes back and forth because certain people can't hear you when you're talking. Like I can hear you now, but when others are talking, I cannot hear them.
Okay.
It's the same with me. I can only hear Ciara. I didn't hear Jimmy when you were speaking.
Can you hear me?
Can you guys hear Dr. Peabody?
No.
Yes,
I'm
hearing him.
Somebody is speaking, and I can't hear the person.
I can hear you guys good.
So it seemed like
we can hear Dr. Peabody, but we can't hear Sylvester.
Okay. Well, Sylvester is muted. He's on another.
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah,
we can. I can hear you.
If you can hear him, put your thumb up.
Can you guys hear me?
Okay, yeah, Sylvester.
Yeah, Sylvester, we can hear you now.
You can hear Sylvester, put your thumb up. Let's hear. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we're getting Mr. Myean. Mr. Myean, can you hear me? I think there's a problem from Myean there.
He just gotta go on and come back in. Maybe.
Yeah, go back and come back. Ciara, can you hear Pewee?
Can you say something? Yes, I can hear.
Okay. I think then the problem should come from Mr. Myean. Are you okay now?
Hello, can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear us?
I can hear anybody on the show.
Then you have to go out and come back in.
Let's see something.
Go out and come back
in. And come back.
Okay, and come back. Probably he will.
Yeah, guys, we want your show to be very successful.
Yeah, the head of mission. Head of mission got to be part of the mission.
That's right. So,
I did.
Yeah.
So I did drop the promo in the back as well.
Okay.
So you guys can also play that as well if time permits.
Myean, if you have that promo, can we play that promo? Just take
Myean can do that.
Okay.
Mr. Gayman, basically, as per your question, I think you listened to all the team manager, the financial secretary, and the rest of that, who of course served for 7 years. You said these are all very well-run individual, brilliant, young, enterprising folks that got the ability to network. So I think to answer directly your question, the reason as to why folks should come from Florida or across the United States to attend this program, it's not only the nomenclature that's going to well suit this this state, the first state, but I think it's the level of synergy the Liberian community in this place built, particularly the Delaware old timer.
I can't hear.
You can stay here.
Maybe Sylvester should get out.
I can hear you.
I can hear Sylvester now.
I can't hear him.
Yeah.
I cannot hear him.
You need
so,
to go
are you
out
getting me?
Myean, can you take her off?
Seattle, I think you need to go up and come back in.
Yes, just do that.
Okay.
So basically related to that, I think it's from the level of the organization. Those guys have been very, very much engaged, and and I think I've attended since I came in Delaware. I attended.
Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Facebook, Instagram, the entire land of social media, Liberia's 179th Independence Day celebration is set to take place right in the first state of Delaware. It promises to be the biggest celebration on the East Coast. Join the First State Old Timers Sports Association in collaboration with the Delaware Liberian Association to celebrate our heritage, unity, and national pride, all in a grand style. The official program starts on Friday, July 24th under the theme Unity is Our Strength and Liberia is Our Pride. It's going down from 6 p.m. until 12 midnight at the Monsignor Center, 300 Scott Street in Middletown, Delaware. Admission, ladies and gentlemen, $50 flat. The dress code for such an extraordinary night is formal. Come one, come all. And then on Saturday, July 25th, spectacular celebration continues featuring an epic showdown in soccer between Invisible 11 IE versus Madi Baroa, all in the battle for who owns the land. Even the women of Invisible 11 IE are making plans to shut down the women of Madi Baroa. How is that possible? Well, let's find out. The final whistle is going to determine the outcome of both games. It's soccer action and kickball action. Come one, come all, ladies and gentlemen. The fan base of both teams are asked to show up in their favorite colors to support their team to victory. The address for the game is the Brandywine Stadium. That's the Brandywine High School, 1300 Fork Road in Wilmington, Delaware. Gates open at 1:30. Admission, age from 1 year all the way up to 11 years old, is absolutely free. From 12 to 17 years old is $5 only. Then from 18 and above, it's $10. Come one, come all, ladies and gentlemen. You can also pre-order your Independence Day t-shirts. Lots of vendors will be available to showcase a lot from Liberia. A variety of food and drinks from Liberia will be available all at reasonable prices. Come one, come all, and have a good time with your family. For more information, give the organization a call through O'Brien Foley, 267-312-2745. You can also call team manager Ben Sanvee at 215-704-1606. Come one, come all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm yours truly, G. Francis Topa. I will be in the first state of Delaware to celebrate, and so I'm asking you and yours to make your way and let's celebrate Liberia's Independence Day in the first state of Delaware.
Shine the yellow boys. Shine the yellow boys. As usual, I will be in my red. I won't tell you what red stands for, but let me go to Dr. Peabody. Dr. Peabody, hopefully you will be the MC. Or are we going to be there? Is the closing argument going to be at the event?
Look, yeah, sure. I haven't had a chance to. Every time they play, I was at the Liberian Independence Day in Europe, but I'm not going this year. So I'm going to make sure I'm there because BN will get on my back and he will punish me if I don't go there. So I'm going to make sure to show up this time. I'm going to be there. So, but I'm telling you, it's going to be a
Please
great.
do. Please do. Please do.
I will. I will definitely be there. I'm telling you, it's going to be a great program. I follow the activities, even during the winter season. They do have. It's not just today, but the Delaware Old Timer have proven to be one of those organizations that not only functioning during the summer, but even year round. They have been functioning year round. Various activities they are involved into a lot of other programs. So I think it's important that everybody show up and give us support. I think it'll be a great time to celebrate. My family and I will be there this year. So, I'm calling. We'll be live with the closing acumen there. So I'm calling folks to come up and let's celebrate with these guys. But what I want to find guys is I know you guys listed the activity on Saturday. What are some of the activity planned beginning Saturday morning on the soccer field after the game? Maybe I didn't hear that. You care to talk about that?
Oh yes, I did that at the beginning of the program. So in the morning is a setup. The guys will be at the stadium in Wilmington to do the setup, and then at 12 o'clock we will allow the vendors to come in because every year we do the famous pepper kala, the donut, the roasted meat, the kueh, the everything you can think about Liberian. So we allow the vendors to come into the stadium between 12 to 1 where they do all the setup. And then at 1 o'clock, we officially open the stadium to our guests. That's the spectators and everybody coming from across the tri-state. At 3 o'clock, we will do a parade, the independent parade around the stadium, like we did last year. We had Honorable Sir Joseph, the Senator of Moserado County in Liberia. So this year we're going to have the Senator of Bomi County, Honorable Edwin Melvin Snow Jr. We do the parade, and then we start the kickball game, the Ayim Barrow kickball game. And that will run up to 4:30, 5 o'clock. And then we do another parade, a march in for both Ayim Barrow male soccer team. And we're going to have Tomalin George, we're going to have Dr. Sam Johnson and other commentator in the booth that will bring those live around the globe. At 5 o'clock will be the official kick-out, and that will be done by the Senator Snow. And then the match commences at 5:15. At 7 o'clock, we hope the game be over by then, where we'll do trophy presentations and other awards. And then immediately after that, there's an after party. People coming from everywhere. They be asking, where's the after party? Where's the after party? So this year, we are in collaboration with a Liberian-owned social club in Wilmington, Delaware. And then we will go in and stay till the rest of the night. And then on Sunday, we are going to do a cookout in the park. There's a local park in Delaware that we will do the cookout. The women's side, the kickball team, they will provide all of the food, and the men of First Day Old Timer will provide a drink. That will be free. Everything in the park will be free on Sunday. So that's the activities leading to the celebration of this year, July 26th.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You are tuning in. We got a lot of things we will get to later on. Trending issues in Liberia, police IG, Seleke Kromah, drug cartel.
We can hear you. I can hear you, TM. I can't hear him, Jerome.
You can't hear me?
No, we hear you.
Okay, great. The drug cartel leaders in custody as authority count multi-million-dollar cocaine bust in Liberia. That's heading the headline in Liberia. George Fekai ordered 15 jurors jailed, prosecuted over alleged jury tampering. We will discuss that. And of course, the former executive national chief of protocol, Norafina Bono jail after court rejects a second bond. We're going to discuss all of these when our guests leave. We just want to let you know that we are coming to the politics. We're coming to issues in Liberia. But for today, I may not be in Delaware, but I'm going to give you I'm going to send you some koto. You know, because
man, can hear you. Who's speaking?
You say that old timer, right? So we got koto. I will send you my koto, right? So when Washington door.
Yeah.
I think we need a koto here.
Trust me, I rather need a koto because this year I gotta be barrel. By all means, we gotta be barrel.
Brian, you look like a yellow boy, but you're young, but you definitely need a koto when Washington door is done with you. So talk to us. Okay, so Friday would be the meet and greet, isn't it? Will you guys have a meet and greet on Friday?
So Friday is the meet and greet, but it's also a ball.
Okay.
That's going to be hosted by the Liberian Association of Delaware, and that is a formal event.
Where would it be held?
And that will be here in Middletown, 300 Scott Street, Middletown, Delaware.
Okay.
Yeah, and just to buttress what TM saying. The Saturday after party will be taking place at K&R International. That's a location in Middletown, in Wilmington. That's going to be 412 North DuPont Street, Wilmington, Delaware.
Okay, so we're having Wilmington, and then we're having.
So the whole event is taking place in Wilmington at a mini stadium in Wilmington.
Okay.
And at that point, from the location to the K&R is roughly around 10 to 15 minutes drive.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Let me work on Love. I love that name, Love. Hawkins, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And
I'm sorry for being.
It's all right. You will pay a little fine, but it's all right. So what is your position and what is it you're going to be doing for us? Okay, she's not, Love is not hearing me. Let me work on Robert Garguah. Robert Garguah, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be on. Welcome the guys that are on visiting us. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Frank, where's the financial secretary? Is he still here? But
No,
Frank,
I think he dropped off.
Okay, so Frank is the archiver here. So Frank, talk to us. How do we pay? You have Zelle, you got Cash App. Are you taking checks? How are we paying if somebody wanted to buy the ticket in advance?
Great question. So we're taking payments in any format possible, from Zelle to Cash App. I think most of it is going to be done at the location of the field. As far as just paying for entry, we can do cash payment right there. We can do Zelle, Cash App. We're going to have a POS, a portable POS system at the field, so we'll be able to take payments right there. If you came without cash and you had a mobile payment, we'll be able to take it there. Prior to that, if you need, we also are going to be offering Liberia jerseys, custom Liberia jerseys with First State logo embedded in it. That can be ordered also through our organization. We posted, I guess, the Cash App outlet on flyers. It's going to be formal to be able to purchase those items. So anything that's needed purchase can be acquired anyway through mobile money or through your physical cash. All of that information is right on our flyer.
Excellent. Let me go to guys. If you're not speaking, please mute so we can't get any feedback. Augustine, let me go to you. Oh Lord, let me go to you. Let's talk about the headliner on Saturday. Who are we coming to see? Who's the DJ? Talk to who's the headliner for Saturday, other than the Honorable Snow.
Yeah, so we do have a popular DJ that's gonna be playing for us. Usually playing most of the clubs around here in Delaware. Frank also going to be assisting our DJ on Saturday at the field. And then at the after party, we're gonna have the DJ playing, great Liberian music. It's all about Liberia, so we want to ensure that everything is going to be about Liberia. We're going to be celebrating Liberia. We're also going to have some dignitaries from Delaware, including Honorable Snow from Liberia. So this event is packed with a lot of officials attending stuff like that. Yeah, like my colleague said, we try to put our all into it because we want Delaware to be the place for July 26th in the tri-state. So we are getting everything to make people feel at home when they come visit us here in Delaware. We want to ensure that people have a lot to eat. We want to ensure that people also have a lot to drink and make and stuff like that. So we are ready for our visitors come Saturday for the July 26th celebration.
Good. Let me
If I may jump in, if you mind.
Okay.
Yeah, one minute. Let me welcome Love first. Love, welcome. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Introduce yourself and what are you going to be doing for us this coming weekend?
Oh, my name is Love Hopkins, and I'm part of the kickboard team, and we're gonna be playing. IE and Baru. Gonna be playing this weekend, and I'm one of the Baru players.
Let me see. Where's the yellow girls? Do you have any yellow girls on here? Siata, come on. Let's step in for the yellow girls.
I'm not a yellow girl. I'm a red girl.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I'm not a yellow girl. Love is a red girl. I'm a red girl with no yellow girls on the platform today.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a fire going on over there
the
now.
red girls took it last year. We're taking it this year. We're taking it again this year.
Tomorrow, we want the yellow girls to come. We're going to say tomorrow is Yellow Girls Day. They can come out here and push that agenda as well. Kezo, you wanted to say something?
So, Mr. Gayman, quick before Kezo says something, right? Just looking at all the guys on here, you could identify who's associated with yellow and who's associated with red.
I can tell.
Based off a stand.
I can tell. I know all the yellow people. I know them to be girlfriend with you.
No, I have something to say in regards to the admission.
I heard you called me out to talk about the methods of payment, and I just wanted to piggyback off what Frankie said.
Okay.
Whichever way you could pay tomorrow, on Saturday, bring it. We have if credit cards, if you're paying by credit cards, Cash App, Zelle. I think he went over almost all of it, but I just want to add, just in case you're thinking on a form of payment that we don't have, just come. We will have it. So we'll have everything ready.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the area, if you want to buy your tickets in advance, you want to go and purchase your T-shirts before the event. Don't wait for Friday and you go and get your event. Come Friday dressed in your regalia, your favorite colors, and come on, don't go over there knocking Washington door down Saturday. My man, I can't get my jersey. Well, you got spare jersey? No, that's not. We not past that stage now. Everything is organized. We are professional folks. Order your jersey, pick up your jersey before everything you want. Pick them up. Come Friday and let us party. Frank, you wanted to say something?
No, it was Washington though.
Okay, Pewee, you want to say something?
Yes, quickly. I can see the team manager was. So I'm going to get. I got off to allow the guests to come on, so that I'm going to put myself in the back. So I don't know if he's around. I can get out, so he can come on. So that's why I was doing. I was trying to put that. So I don't know if he got out, so I can remove myself.
Yes, we got 10 more minutes here. 6:15. This segment should be done. So
I can also come back.
Can you guys hear me?
I can also come back.
Okay. Yeah. Robert, if you can come back in 15 minutes, that would be fine.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your consideration. Washington, you want to say something?
Yes. In addition to that admission, we have 3 categories of admission. Kids from 0 to 11 years old are free. Gentlemen, correct me if I'm wrong. From 12 to 18, from 12 to 17 is $5, and from 18 upward is $10. So we're encouraging parents to bring in their kids. The lot of funds they're gonna have. We're gonna have juices. We're gonna have kueh. We have burger. We have a lot of Liberian food for the kids to enjoy themselves. So from 0 to 11-year-old is free. From 12 to 17 is $5, and from 18 upward will be $10. As the financial secretary said, we will be accepting any form of payment you have. So come enjoy. There will be a lot of officials from the state of Delaware. We're hoping someone from Senator Kuhn's office will be in attendance, and from the governor's office also. We're hoping this will be a Liberian fun. All Liberians within the tri-state come and celebrate with us. It's our Independence Day. That's how we're going to do it in the state of Delaware. Thank you.
Great. And ladies and gentlemen, we have to be children focused. If our organization is going to thrive, it has to be, we have to bequeath it to the next generation, the young folks. So I like the way you are focusing on the children. Bring the kids, let them get associated with the culture, the people, how we do out. And don't forget, you got to bring the milk candy. I didn't hear anybody talk about the milk candy. You got to bring that milk candy.
Oh no, we're gonna have milk candy too. We're gonna have sour milk.
Good. We love the kids, love the milk candy. They love the coconut tie. Y'all bring all this stuff from Liberia. I love.
Let me put it this way to you, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Over the years, right, we went from having one vendor to two vendor, and now I could certainly say to you that we're gonna have at least 14 vendors, and each vendor is selling a variety of Liberian dish. So there's gonna be so many options on Saturday that don't even worry about the kids. We got them covered. There'll be sour milk, there'll be milk candy, coconut candy, all that stuff, all that goodies. They'll be there.
Listen, you got me so. Love, you're the kickball woman here. Let's talk about kickball because this is all about the men. Let's talk about the women. How this kickball thing came about? Love, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, let's talk about the kickball.
It's raining here.
How did you get involved with the kickball, and how excited are the folks about the
kickball? Is this question to me or Love? I can't hear anyone.
Love, I'm not talking, so I was hoping that she would say something before.
Okay, I don't know. Did you ask any question?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you now. Yes.
Okay. Talk to us about the kickball and how you got involved.
Okay, I don't know. Did you ask any question? Yeah. Okay. I'm hearing you now. I'm hearing myself. Is it? Do I have any echo there, or it's okay?
Yes, you're having a bad echo. But let me go to Seattle. Seattle, talk to us about the kickball, how you got involved, how you were fortunate to get all the other women involved, and how excited was just everybody coming on board.
So about I think 2 years ago, when I decided to finally get more involved in our community. I've lived in Delaware since the age of 12 years old, but I have never really been involved in the community. So about 2 years ago, I said it's time to, do something, be part of the community. I met with our TM, Mr. Kehleboe. I talked to a few of the guys in the organization, and I was like, listen, I know you guys usually do the soccer thing. That's everywhere we go. Liberian independence is always soccer, soccer, soccer. What about kickball? Kickball is also a cherished tradition in Liberia as well. And this is our way of getting the women involved. So when I pitched that idea to our TM and also a few of the gentlemen in the organization, they were very receptive and they embraced the idea. That's how we started last year was the first year we played kickball during the Liberian Independence Weekend. The women have been so excited about it. We practice literally every week. So I think since June, the first week of June, we've been practicing 2 days a week, sometimes 3. days a week practicing. A lot of women show up, about 20 to 24 of the ladies show up every week for practice. It the women are excited. It gives them something to look forward to, and also to be involved in our Independence Weekend. As Liberians, as most of these women are mothers, wives, homemakers, but 2 hours, 2 days, 2 days a week, they take their time out to try to practice and just show up. We've been playing even another state, Philly. We played Philly a few weeks ago doing a tournament. So the women are really, really excited. Even our chat room right now is IE now versus Barrow. So we're always chatting and laughing and saying we're gonna bring the championship back this year because of course I'm Barrow. But that has been really, really exciting for the women. They're so happy to be involved and also to be on the stage too with the men and play.
Excellent. We are hoping that next year you add basketball on, and then you add NAFO. Those are you who didn't. If you know NAFO, add NAFO.
What is NAFO?
Yeah.
No, but Mr. Gilman,
Gilman,
we have the
Mr.
basketball.
Gilman.
I don't know if somebody want off. I don't know if somebody, one of the guys, talk about the basketball. Are you all hearing me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, we hear you.
Okay, so for the second time in a row, we are going to do the IM Barrow basketball. Last year, to the recollection of my knowledge, I think IU won.
No.
I knew it. I knew you were coming to come shoot. All the Barrow guys. Oh my God. Okay, so Barrow won the kickball, the football, and the basketball last year. And we are going to do the basketball this year again, but that will be on Sunday during the cookout.
Excellent.
With the NAFO part, I want to just commend Sierra and her team. They have done so well by bringing the women of Delaware out. When we started first state, people were afraid that, the women come in, they will break down the soccer team. But for the last 2 years, we have just had enough fun. It's just been about playing football, playing kickball, playing basketball, and bringing our community together. So I'm hoping that Sierra and Love can organize it NAFO. I'm a big NAFO player. I remember when I was in grade school in Liberia. No, honestly, we played NAFO. The men went to challenge the women in school. And I mean, I just know how to play NAFO. So let it bring it on. We'll do it next year.
Good.
What is NAFO?
That's a good thing. You don't know what NAFO is.
What is
that?
that?
I'm sorry, you didn't grow up in Liberia, so you don't know what they call NAFO. NAFO is a game from the 60s to the 70s and the late 80s. Yeah.
Love is
where you pop your hand and
it is eye hand foot coordination, right?
Yes,
so,
exactly.
You have to use your intellect to guess which foot is going to be forward or first. So it is very, very high IQ. But the people do it, and you will learn how it is done. You will love it. Also, we had another game when you grew up in the neighborhood. We call it Blay. We used to play.
No. All the folks don't know what you Washington doing. I know about Blay.
Okay, this is why you guys need to introduce all of these things to these children so they can see what we are doing. Because these are high IQ games for you to actually guess what the mind, to read somebody's mind. The poker game, right? You are watching the person's face and you're seeing what the person is about to do and you guess exactly their move, like chess. So these are things that you guys, I'm glad that somebody here knows about these things, but it's great. Guys, listen.
But Mr. Gilman, what we normally do when we gather in the park on Saturday mornings or even during our family days, we play what we call Lulu. Yes. We play checker, we play chess. All of these games are part of our activities in Delaware.
Good. Guys, listen, we want you to do very well. We want everybody, we're going to be announcing this as we go along. We want this thing to be successful. We want Delaware to be the first state it is. It should be the first event that everybody talks about when they say, we want to do. When I used to live in New Jersey, Newark was the place. Everybody used to go to Newark.
I remember that.
That's correct. Then when it came to the Barrow and IE, specifically with Trenton, New Jersey.
Trenton,
You couldn't
yes.
beat, everybody went to Trenton for Battle and IE game. So for Delaware to take the initiative now to be the leader, because you are centrally located, so that's very, very good.
And for the last 3 to 4 years, honestly, we have taken over this game. And is if you talk to anybody now, everybody's telling you we're going to Delaware on Saturday. So on Saturday, Wilmington, Delaware is the place to be.
And to be honest, the Gayman,
yes,
the Delaware Old Timer has been the most organized Liberian organization in the U.S. Professionally structured.
Good.
So proceeds from the July 26th will be used to give back to the community in terms of backpack and all those things. So everybody has to come up to support to make sure that we strive in the right directions. And we're hoping that we can turn up and have to turn up double up past 150 last year so that we can move higher.
Excellent.
And all roads lead to Delaware.
All roads lead to Delaware. In fact, I am doing a proclamation. There will be no tolls. On the whole East Coast, we are going to be celebrating old timers of Delaware. All tolls will be suspended. But ladies and gentlemen, we have been having a great time here. It is always a beautiful thing to see Liberians coming together and keeping our culture alive. As you can see, I'm excited because my city of Buchanan will be on fire this weekend. The celebration is going to be in Buchanan. We are going to be having a great time. So I want the scene spirit to be in Delaware, where people from Newark, New Jersey, from Trenton, from Philadelphia, as far as if you are in the Boston area, Rhode Island, just come on over, man. Let's do this. This is going to be nice. So we got 10 more minutes here. Let me start with Love. Love, your parting comments.
So again, I'm sorry for coming late. Thank you guys for hosting us. And Saturday is the day that we're gonna celebrate our Independence Day, and I'm happy for that. I'm happy to be a Liberian. And I can't wait to see everybody. And thank you guys for hosting us. Thanks to my TM, my two TM, the guys TM, and my TM for the invite. And I just want to say thank you guys for hosting us, and hope to see you all on Saturday.
Thank you very much. I can assure you that the closing argument will be in full swing. Let me go to Augustine. Augustine, your parting comment.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Gilman, and the closing argument for hosting us. Just to buttress what Love said, this Saturday is going to be big. It's going to be huge. First State Old Timer Sport Association is a huge brand in the United States, and we have put in everything to make sure that this July 26th is a success. So we are encouraging the entire community to come out, to come and have fun and enjoy ourselves. And don't forget, Sunday is the IEM Barrow basketball game. Everything is all free. If you can play basketball, come show your talent. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me go to Kezo. Kezo, your money back.
Thank you for allowing us to be on your platform. We really appreciate it, for you allowing us to market our event. We just want those that are watching to know that it's not only an event and it's not about First State. It is experience. It's an experience. So when you come to Delaware every July, it's that Liberian experience that you're going to be getting. And over the years, what I've noticed is that at the gate, some of our people complain about, oh, you're charging money, you're charging this. But we want you to know that that money is going for a good cause. First State is not just collecting money to enrich ourselves. We're collecting money. We have goals. We have objectives. One of our objectives is to build like a community center. That center will be provided to give back to the community a safe environment for children, for elderly that you find in our communities, like the elderly. They just sit in the homes and watch TV. They're bored. But that's one of our goals, to have a safe space for our elderly to come and be together. Um, so on Saturday when you come, that money, don't look at it as something like you're spending that's going in the pockets of individuals or even First State. Is going to a broader project at large. You're contributing towards the community, and we want you to have fun. Come and enjoy the Liberian experience. We will have everything over there, all the Liberian foods. You'll see people that you haven't seen in decades. So just come and have fun, and you're welcome to the Sunday program as well. It's all free. Like
Kezo, can you
my
look in
colleague
the
said,
can
it's
you
a
look in the
basketball
camera?
event, and we're having
Kezo,
like a barbecue. So come out and enjoy yourself.
great. Thank you
It's
very
gonna
much.
be a
Next time,
experience.
look right into the camera like Love is doing. Let me go to Mr. Washington Do.
Yeah, thank you. You know,
Did I go now?
first thing is not about football.
Did I
We
go?
more engaged into community engagement. We undertake projects giving back to our community. As Kezo saying, wherever proceeds that comes from the Judah 26, we always have a family day that's hosted right after the Judah 26 to give back to our kids in the community. And moreover, we are not just collecting money for enriching ourselves. We have two major projects. We want to build a community center. We encourage you to bring all your kids. Come with your old folks. We have people for all the tri-state that will be into the program. Please, the kids are free from 0 to 11 years old. From 12 to 17 is $5, and from 18 to 99 years old is $10. So come enjoy yourself. Come and be part of the festivity. It's all about community engagement. That's what we are. And we are not just a football club, but we are more of engaging into our community. Thank you. But thanks for hosting us.
Thank you very much. Let me go to Frank. Frank.
Yeah, just to reiterate what these gentlemen said. Thank you again for having First Day Old Thomas Sports Association. We are proud to be the leading organization, I believe, in the tri-state. To be hosting this program is not a small thing. We work very hard to kind of bring out the best of Liberians in the tri-state. So we're inviting everybody from Philadelphia to New Jersey to Maryland to wherever. If you're within the vicinity, we're inviting you guys to come and join us to celebrate Liberia with us. And then just to emphasize, on Sunday again, it's going to be a free cookout again for everybody and anybody. We're gonna climax with a basketball game. But I think Sunday is going to be more togetherness of bringing the community together. It's a little hectic on Saturday where everybody's running after their prospective team by an IE and trying to get a win. I think Sunday, like Bruce said, we can get together. Whoever wins, then the voting will start on Sunday. But thank you again for having us. We're excited to be here. Hopefully, we can join you guys again to talk more about our endeavors as far as First Day Old Thomas Sports Association. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, O'Brien. My Irish brother.
I want to say a big thank you for the closing argument, and also to you, Mr. Gayman, for taking up the time to host us. It's an honor being here. We are excited. We can't wait for Friday to start the event because it's a whole week festival, and that will be climax on Sunday with a basketball game. If you're a good checker player, come.
I can hear O'Brien.
Yeah, he's doing good. O'Brien, go
Can
ahead.
you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Scrabble player, Ludo player. We need everybody. Basketball. We need everybody. We're gonna be able to climax our Sunday with a whole Delaware family event form with the celebration of the winning team, which is gonna be Barrow. We're gonna make sure we have a grand match on Sunday to climax the event. Saturday would be great with the games, Vera game. Come and see a lot of older people who used to play kickball in Liberia back here playing kickball to be able to exercise. And you're going to see a lot of great ex-Liberian soccer players, senior players that used to play in Liberia, used to play for Lone Star. You have some of them playing on Saturday as well. When you leave in your house, come with the mindset that after the game, I'm going to the after party to make sure we have fun. People you haven't met for 10, 20 years, It's gonna play where we can be able to have reunion.
Please mute if you're not. There you go. Okay.
It's gonna play. It's gonna be a place of reunion, re-engaging with other people that you haven't seen for 20 years. We all gonna be there, and it's gonna be a great time. And you don't want to miss it. Delaware is the place to be. You know, we're in the middle of everything, so come here and celebrate with us.
Thank you very much. Let me go to Sieta.
I would like to give a big thank you to you, Mr. Gayman, for allowing in the closing argument platform for allowing us to share what's happening in Delaware this weekend for our Independence Weekend. Also, I wanted to say this. As I previously stated, I've lived in this state for majority of my life since I was 12 years old. And for many years, Liberians here had to travel to Philadelphia or Trenton to celebrate Liberia's independence. And I would like to thank the First State All-Timers Sports Association for changing that and giving our community the opportunity to celebrate our culture here in Delaware. This is huge. For many years, like I said, I wasn't part of the community because we did nothing. So this organization has really done it big, and it has continued to evolve and give us Liberians in this little state the opportunity to celebrate our culture and enjoy it. So I just want to say thank you for having us.
Thank you very much. And Mr. Kessely, take us home. Somebody tell him, maybe he's not hearing me.
Are you hearing me now?
Yes, go ahead. Take us home.
Okay, so my closing will be ordered by acknowledgement. I would like to take this time to say thank you, Mr. Gayman, and the closing argument, especially to my friend and brothers, Mr. Tomalin Josh and Mr. Henry Peabody. Since the inception of the closing argument, first they have been a part of this great platform. So I want to say thank you. I also want to say thank you to Senator Edwin Bevin Snow of Bomi County. At the last minute, he accepted our invitation to grace our occasion and to be a part of it. My understanding is that he's coming with his wife, and I will be honored to have them as our special guests. We were in the process of getting the Minister of Youth and Sports. We understand she's in the U.S. With her team, but we haven't been fortunate on that part. I'm hoping that her schedule can permit her to grace our occasion on Saturday. I also want to thank my committee, my planners, the strategic committee headed by Mr. O'Brien Farley. These young men, Mr. Doe is not a young man. They have worked assiduously so hard for the last 5 years since I took over the leadership of this team. They have stood by me, and we have made Delaware Old Town the place to be. So, gentlemen, I want to say thank you. And then adding on our divas, headed by Miss Sierra, Allison Sierra, I want to just say, you know how much, from here, you know how much it is. And I want to say thank you for bringing the women of Delaware out. For the last 2 years, you have been there, and I know you're going to make it big going forward. And to our community, Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia, New York, we want to say thank you. The vendors, they come from everywhere. And the guy who's the chairman for the venue committee, Mr. Jabate, he told us during our last meeting that he's close. He's just overwhelmed. People are still calling him. People are calling us. They want to come to do pepper kala, to do the fried fish, to do the donut. But we have closed. So those of you that can make it this year on our list, will be open next year. We just want to say thank you. If you can do this year, we will be open next year. Thank you. So, Mr. Gayman, on that note, I want to say thank you to everybody. Delaware is the place to be this weekend. Friday is the Independent Board Liberian Association that will be in Middletown. Saturday is a kickball and soccer game that will be in Wilmington, and the after party on Saturday. Sunday is in Newark. That's the park, the open park. Is a beautiful park. We are going to do everything free. We're going to have food, we're going to have drinks, and then the basketball, IE, and barrel. I just want to assure my barrel brothers, even though they say I'm the twin mom as a TM, but this year I'm going big time IE, and I'm taking all 3 trophies. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Just a correction.
Yeah, you're the twins mother. You can't do that.
Yeah, we run out of time. We 1 minute over. I just wanted to let you guys know, Mr. Kezo, there's no reason for you to apologize for charging fee, because it is not easy to sponsor these programs. The hall got to be paid for, food have to be bought. So don't worry about it. They have to pay everything.
Exactly. Even the stadium that we are hosting the game, the stadium is costing over $1,000, almost $2,000 just to host a game in the stadium.
I know.
It wasn't
a host event. Okay, guys, listen, we ran out of time. It's time for us to go. We got our folks on Freedom FM. They got 30 more minutes. Truth FM, Care Radio. If you have any relative in the United States, let them know that Delaware is the place to go. And we endorse Delaware this weekend. The closing argument has been lost. Delaware, so Delaware is the place to go. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in. Let's do this again next year. God bless.
Thank you, Mr. Gilman. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Hey, guys, we have our meeting. Practice. Come on.
Thank you.
Everybody, right? Adios.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Liberia's time. We want to talk about trending issues in Liberia. Let's talk about the drug bust. It's a major one. Listen, this thing, I cannot believe that Liberia has become a place of cartel. The cartel has taken over the country. Someone said the state is captured. Liberia has been a captured state.
Jackson, your man, you were in the back. Where you been in the back all along?
Yes, I was listening to them. I was listening to them, and I know the reason. We'll comment on that later. About trending issues.
He get a pop quiz. Want to make sure they did it right thing. But ladies and
listen to the
gentlemen,
whole show, and but we'll talk about that later. Let's talk about the trending issues.
Okay, guys. Hopefully, our friends from Freedom FM will be on, so we can talk about this real quick, because we have 30 more minutes with them, so we can go to the line. But let me go to Pewee real quick here. This is a day ago. This lady by the name of Waddell Power. She wrote a very powerful piece. Waddell is Wede, the master people call it Wede Power, an entrenched Liberian, old family, and everything. She says, we are behaving as though we have never known that cartel has been in the country. This thing has been here. It has just been exponential now. But yes, it has been here. For us to see after $19 million, the drug that I saw today, I mean, we're talking about rooms stacked high to the ceiling, rooms after rooms after rooms. Sylvester, this is serious stuff.
It is not only serious, but it's alarming and deeply worrisome. And this is a call, it's a reminder to. But again, that we ought to commend the system for trying. And I don't think the system seems to trying to actually get the gains heavily. And for this bust today, almost more than 200 million. I haven't gotten the proper street value of it, but the system ought to be commended that the system is not condoning this. The fact that you were busted this way, and I'm going to believe there's some coordination from other partners. And I'm told from inside, from some of my sources, that NSA played a significant role along with some international partners that helped them to get to some of the folks that eventually led into the bust this morning. So it is a very deeply worrisome thing. It's been unfolding in the country. Who've been harboring them, right? And because to have Mr. Gayman and this is the emphasis of the entire thing, to have that size of drugs into the country, meaning there will have to be some deep coordination from higher up in terms of the security apparatus or whatsoever. So that is my concern now, and that's what I was saying to the federal judge now from some of the inside sources from the security forces. He said we may likely, and he was not very clear. He has some very big name inside government that may be bust up in terms of this, and that have been coordinating. But the government is as institution. It's not behind this, and that's one of the reasons why I think the president's been very angry. I'm told behind the scene that if you guys cannot do it, then they'll just damage the image of the country. Then I will be pushed to take decisions. So I think there's some serious push from inside that led to this today, to see this happen today, for the government to come out and do this, and they did not want to do it clandestinely or do it behind the scene in terms of special security operation. Do it before. They informed the press about it. LBS went live and other media institutions went live in the burst of this thing. But it's a deeply worrisome development. The fact that almost 300 to 400, I'm trying to surmise here, right? $300 to $400 worth of drugs, 100 million worth of drugs. And from my perspective, I would hope they will give the street value soon. I'm told they may give the exact street value.
It would take a while because that's a lot.
They will try to see if they can get the street value, but I would estimate that to be close to $300 to $400 million. It is not a fun thing to do. And he saw they went rented in a compound, took that exclusive duplex apartment. So duplex. The thing almost lacked the police truck that can take almost 50 to 70 police officers to get deployed. So you have to imagine this. So, but again, it's a sign that the government is not tolerating this. This is a serious sign. I would not want anyone to tell me the fact that it would do this today and expose it via on camera. I mean, the government's prepared to do. I would hope they will tackle most of the schools and now begin to go beyond this arrest and try to link to who in the system they happen, even if it's the current system or the past system, someone in government before or now been helping these guys to do these things. So it's just quite unfortunate, but it's a good sign. At least the country is now proving that they're beginning to fight. A lot of countries around will be having drugs going there. And like when Duterte started the fight against drugs in the Philippines, that's how he started. And he's even moved, he took all his security. If you suspect that they don't want to move, kill them. Duterte was very brave and he started to bust down, he cracked down heavily on drugs in the Philippines. It's been happening in other countries. But is this the case? The government want to continue on this pattern and this path. I think we'll get somewhere on it. But it's a very deeply worrisome concern today to see our country being used as a conduit to transport these things. Because if you saw it quickly, if you saw those things, as he said to me, in the parcel, and someone I can remember, in the past he said they had names. For instance, they had Spin or some. The guy calling.
That distribution.
So that's different destinations. Yeah, man.
Of course, a distribution.
So
Dr. Peabody, we want to commend the government, but the government will actually put a cherry on the cake. The way they grab these guys and publish it, why they have not done that for the 19 million? This is the problem we have. This is a great news for the country. But the question is, you did a great job with these Colombians. So what happened to them? Why are you still keeping those six names? This is how you do it. So
you're right, Mr. Gayman. You are right. That's a very good point. I commend them for arresting the Colombian national and all of that for the drugs today, but they have not come up with the names of those who are involved because they were high profile. But maybe the arrest led to it could be that the arrest led to the arrest of the other people. But the thing is very, very terrible for our country, for a country with all the security apparatus we have in our country, all the people we have in our country, and for drugs to be that amount in Liberia, and it took this long for them to find I think we have a problem. You don't know where other warehouses may be. They may be all over the country. Maybe that's just one area where they have their stuff parked, but it could be all over the country, and it's scary because right in the heart of Monrovia, right in the home, and that kind of drug you found today is lingering there. They even know what they got in other parts of Liberia, especially around the border area, other places. You know how much drugs you got sitting over there. So it's scary, but we hope that other names can come up from the $19 million as well. I mean, but I applaud them for the arrest today. I applaud them.
Quick, Mr. Gayman. There's a quick information for you we'll use. So the information is that they are 85% now convinced from inside house that the 19 million is linked to this drugs. But it will get news in the next 48 hours. The 19 million is the same people that brought the 19 million drugs. Mm-hmm. That the same pattern, that the same people getting the drugs out of the country.
Exactly what I said.
Same people. That's what. Yeah, that's the case. But I'll turn it off.
Victor, some of us were very skeptical when it came with a port decentralization. Just imagine we can manage the one port with this kind of drug thing. Now we are saying we want the port of Buchanan, the port of Maryland, the port of Sino. Can you imagine the proliferation of drugs now that you're going to open the forward sites? Monrovia may not be may not be the focus point anymore. If you can't stop it in Monrovia, how can you stop it in Sino, in Buchanan, the biggest port? And this is what we are talking about. How the drug got into the country, who supervised it. I mean, it is just a whole lot, but this is we got to give them credit for this one.
Yeah, I mean, hello to you all, and thank you for hosting the fellows. I was in the back a little while, but I think we probably didn't have space. I know Washington very well. He's a serious guy, so I think they will do well. So I want to wish them the best, the Delaware old timers. But it's good to be with you here, and I think you're right. I think we should stop assuming that the entry point here might have been Monrovia and Monrovia alone. For all we know, these drugs would have come in through Greenville or Harper or even Buchanan.
Yes.
Those points of entry that we know are easier to gain access to. And now you can understand too, maybe why there's this push for this so-called decentralization, make it easier for people to, to bring these things into our country. And I was wondering, I'm glad that Sylvester Pewee is confirming that this thing may be connected to the initial 90 million and then another 30 million or so, or whatever that was, of the May 22nd. So if all of these are connected, that is good. At least, hopefully, we're clearing it out. Hopefully, there are not more than 2, 3, 4 different teams operating in the country. And so this is, some good news. Hopefully, but we have to be careful here. I think it was also Sylvester Pewee who was saying that this is a serious problem. Or Dr. Peabody. It is very clear to you, myself, Jerome, that you don't have the market for this kind of drug. And if we were bringing it for our consumption alone, it would be bad. But I think it's even worse that people are using us as a staging post to go and feed other countries, other people, places like Europe and America. And these people, we know that presidents have been deposed by the U.S. government. 1989, you and I were still, in college. Noriega from, I think, was it Panama? And recently, Maduro over here from Venezuela. So if they know this is what you're doing and these things are impacting the citizens here, they will go after you. That's one point of it. The other point is, I don't know if this president is not concerned with all this money floating around in the country. It could really empower all kinds of people who may develop funny ideas, to take it upon themselves and, and decide they want to be a part of decision-making process in our country. So it's just there's too many little moving pieces that are connected to this. Hopefully they're cracking it open now, but we thought that it was a lot too less transparent. I can understand the need to maintain the integrity of the investigation, but there are just some things that you have to let us know. Any and everywhere, they will mount the podium and tell the people what is going on, how much progress you're making. Even release some images and ask for help from the public to help them, speed up the obligation, but all this, this big boy style, I know everything, and I will battle it up until I handle everything. I think it's counterproductive because it drags the investigation on and on and on. But we're looking at some of the things. I understand this thing is estimated to be almost $320 million. I think it's probably the biggest bust we've seen in recent times, and now I understand names are finally coming out of government officials, sitting government officials, who may be a part of this. But let's see what happens. But it's good to be with you, and thank you for this public service that this platform and others are providing for our people. Because I understand it is because of some of the stuff that you bring on here every day is adding to the heat that is being put under the feet of these people to move this investigation already. But it's good to be here.
Great, we got 15 minutes.
The great Victor Nagbe.
Listen, we got 15 minutes. We want to go to the line.
I saw your picture. I want to see where you're going. So let me,
Mr. Gayman, let me quickly give you this again. A lot of things happening behind the scene. I'm getting intelligence that there are some government officials in this government that may even be arrested between now and tomorrow, already doing something, and they're suspecting them. There's information of this. They are suspecting, or even the head of list, allegedly. The head of list, allegedly. So we don't wait and see what's going to happen, but a lot of things happening behind the scene that they are now hitting somewhere to see if they can get some link on this whole thing. But the entire drug thing is connected. So we may hear that very soon.
Mr. Citron, 1 minute so we can go to the line. Touch on the drugs in Abono and the judge throwing out the court order and jailing all the jurors and all the other stuff. Real quick, so we'll go to the line so we can take a few calls.
Well, thank you very much, and I'm happy to be here. And I want to commend first the closing argument for hosting First State. Well, I listened to the conversation with First State. I chose not to come on the show because I believe the closing argument gave them the slot and to give them the opportunity to make their case to the Liberian people on their football game. At some point, the Delaware Liberian Association will also be making the case on the celebration that we are having in Delaware on the other end. Now, with respect to the drug situation in Liberia, it is a good thing that the government is finally doing something to fight the transportation of drugs in the country. I want them to go further than that. We want to find out how did the drugs get in Liberia? Who are the people responsible? What is the network that they have been established in Liberia? We want we want a full-scale investigation. I understand people just said that some people might be arrested, government officials, maybe past or present. I just want to make this clear call. The investigation must be thorough. The facts should lead them to arrest. They should not use other people as scapegoats. Everything has to be transparent. And this drug situation, when Rodney CS indicated that Liberia was gradually sliding to become a narco state, people say he was being disingenuous, but now we can now see why he made those allegations. So we have to be very careful here. This situation with drugs coming into our country to be used as a transit point to come to the Americas, to come to the US and go to Europe, it's a serious matter. And I think the government needs to handle this situation very, very carefully. It is very important for our people. Now, with respect to the other cases, I really don't know why after a 50-member jury declared somebody with respect to the Samuel Tuer case and say, well, they had no evidence against Samuel Tuer and they declare innocent. Then all of a sudden now,
there is jury tampering. How did it happen? How did the jury tampering happen? We just hearing allegation that jury tampering. What was the investigation that was done to ensure that the jury were tampered with? And the judge is ordering the arrest of 15 people. Why investigation led to that? What evidence led to the arrest of those individuals?
You're
The
going
government
somewhere
has
else now. Watch yourself. You're going somewhere else now. We'll come to that. You're going somewhere
okay.
else.
All
We'll come
right.
to that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got very little time here. Junkies, let's go to the line real quick.
Let me say, give me an extra 30 minutes because of the people.
Okay, good.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Let's do it.
I'm just kidding.
Junkies, my man, you eating our show. Go ahead. We want to get our call in.
Yeah, yes. So I'm clear. Are you getting me now?
Yes, we are getting you. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so this is the closing argument. Yeah, on Freedom FM 87.9. And you just listen before the voices you heard were voices from the US, particularly from Delaware. They will be hosting an all Liberian get together on our Independence Day. So we wish them well and we say kudos for such gathering and unity. Back home, before we go to the land, the issue of this perennial drug discovery all around the place is concerning and is dangerous. I want to remind us that this drug issue it remains an existential threat to the future of our country because the future of our country lie in the hands of the next generation. And when these people who are not psychologically and psychosomatically developed and just meet up with this drug situation and they themselves get involved with it and engulf into drug taking, and it becomes very dangerous for our society, and there's no peace around the place because our homes will always be terrorized, our people will always be harassed by these drug users who will already kill their feelings. So we will continually call on the government that they are doing this. We think it is kudos to uncover this drug cabal because I describe it as a cabal. It is a kudos on their part. So I want them to continue, and the investigation should be speedy and fair so that Liberians get a full detail on what is going on because we all know that this drug cartel had long since run Liberia. So quickly to the line, our callers can call us on 0776 104 104, 086 500 104. And our diaspora callers can call us on +231 86 500 104, +231 86 500 104. This first caller on line one, your name and where are you joining us from?
Okay, my name is Hassan and I'm joining from Jamaica.
Yeah.
Let me say hi to our senior brothers there in studio and congratulations to all of us. And big thanks for the celebration. We wish them well. They shouldn't be the end. They should continue. Even though July month is my birth month. Yeah, if it's coming Friday will be my birthday. Okay, to the point. You know, the whole drug business is very.
Okay, so we'll leave you there. We'll leave that caller there. You are breaking in, and let's go strictly to our manager, Honorable Oliver Kine is on the line. Welcome, Honorable Manager.
Yeah, good evening, and good evening to the panelists at closing argument, and the rest of the Mr. Jerome Gayman and the rest of the panelists, the diaspora. Hello, this drug issue is a very critical issue in the country, and in as much as we will be giving it up for the joint security, it is also important to note that we are being tipped that the arrest today, the seizure today was triggered by a U.S. intelligence. The embassy, we are told, had to tip off the national security before that seizure could be effectuated. Now, it is our understanding from individuals within the system that our joint security people knew about this drug, they knew about the warehouse, they knew everything about it. They were kind of, acting slow because there is some big hand in the system connected to this whole stuff. And so
Exactly.
the partners, both EU, the US Embassy, and other foreign partners in country who also got their own connection with Interpol and their own intelligence agencies, decided to tip on the government and say, look, we have seen this. Apparently you guys did not see it, but we have seen this. We know this is being kept in this place, and it's going to be a whole situation for the global peace and stability. And so you guys got to move in. And so it is being reported that the seizure today was a situation that was compelled. It was not voluntarily. How big it? We are grateful that it was seized. And so I want to join the rest of the other people to call on the government to be very, very honest in this process. If not, it will all be joining our voices, so the many voices around the world, to call on international agencies and security institutions to join the investigation so that we can have an impartial, process with this whole drug situation. Because like Junkin said, the future of our country depends directly on this whole drug issue. And so I'm going to be giving an additional 10 minutes for you people to take calls on today's edition. And hopefully we'll rearrange to have an extended time for the closing argument, because it's a wonderful, wonderful situation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. Thank you. Mr. Manager, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Yeah, that's the honorable manager there of Freedom FM 87.9. Thank you, honorable manager, for the extension. This caller on one back.
He's also from Kehleboe.
Yes, my Kehleboe brother. Welcome.
So for the drug issue, what's my worry? We were just ending up in confusion, and they were just people out there to pretend that they are fighting drug or they are arrested drug, and this thing will go, and for the next 2-3 years to say they are going into investigation.
Okay, thank you. We'll leave you there and go to line 2 quickly. Your name and where you joining us from. This is the closing argument.
Yeah, okay. I'm again back on the line. To the drug issue, Gayman is seriously unfortunate that we see our countries going like this, because we have just 5 years to our national independence and seeing another drug discovered. Let me tell you, that drug that was discovered, the Liberia Team, it was not a one, it was the international security that took over, because it was coming people with more than one. They were not coming know about that drugs. Because the better get special people now. They are paid that thing for 20 points. It is happening. It's unfortunate. I don't know what we're hearing.
Okay, then thank you there. We leave you and go to line 3. Hello, your name and where are you joining us from? Welcome to the platform, the closing argument here on Freedom FM 87.9.
Yes, thank you very much. This is Peter Goa, and I call from Monrovia. Let me say hi to your panelists. Also to thank you to the United States government. Joking, if we're going to deal with the Liberia government, I'm sorry, we're not going to get no hair or teeth today for this drug business. Because every one of them, our security private in this drug business, so we're not going to get no credence. We're going to call on the U.S. to come in and do the investigation on the drug business. Thank you.
Thank you. Leave you there. We'll leave you there and go to line 4. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. The closing argument, Freedom FM 87.9. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to speak on the drugs issue. For me, what I see is, I think liberation, the government, the ban, and moving drugs, so or in Liberia, that when the time finish, because I don't care what we do if you say the government know much about the drugs. So let us thank the international community that may want to see the
You requesting supermarket to be open to drug selling?
Yeah. In this government, they just open so that you will just go there, you buy your drugs, you can't answer. Yes.
Now, paracetamol.
They go yesterday in our community. Somebody just go by and he go somewhere else. I say, if you just see how this behave, just to say when rebel into somewhere. Me, I was just take my heart, when nothing war, when nothing war coming. It's my heart, right?
And who did they go arrest?
They got their drugs and building there, what is empty building, they're packing drugs inside. When it comes to how know how to in the laboratory, government has produced the highest drugs in the country. Highest drugs. That was a champagne message that they're coming to take drugs out of Liberia. Or see what it is today. 40 people touring, so they will just give them the opportunity that you just take drugs, just walk in the street by your leg, you can't
I'm begging you. We'll leave you and go back to line 1. Your name and where are you joining us from? Welcome, the general. Oh, the sergeant, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Junkie. No, thank you to the panel that is UN. No, Junkie Morris, they go Friday walk on the street. I don't know what just the international community they listen to my cry. Just the US government they listen to my cry. Just the partner from the America they listen to my cry. Because we are the other color there when you deal with a billion. We're not going to all the government officials are telling the job. All the security advisors they want to say the job. They are telling you America, they are telling you Europe, they want to damage the government. So when we go to the street, they say nothing will come from RA. But take your Donald Trump and take your international community that listen to my prayer and they say that they are going to see that listen to my prayer. Tuesday, they are 200 million jobs. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll leave it there and go to line 2. Hello, your name and where are you joining us from? You are coming in faint. Go ahead quickly.
I think when my brother was saying hoping to that's true. I can't do it better. That's a bad job. But watching that is really come to arrest. You fall for trust. We can go arrest. You can get from people not to go to our church.
Wow. Honorable Gayman, somebody would, I think we need to mute from that side because the sound is interrupting.
I am muted. Everybody here is muted, I think.
Okay, so we'll leave it there and go back to line 1. Hello, where are you joining us from? This is the closing argument here on Freedom FM 87.9. Wow, you are coming in distorted. So we'll leave you there and go strictly to line 3. Hello, welcome.
How are you talking, Morris? So I'm Jeremiah Williams. Commonly known as Peabody. Concerned member of a judge.
Go ahead quickly.
So I said, continuously, what happening here is the just issue with the inculpation. At the end, they just pretended to say they are arresting drugs and other things. We will investigate until the next judgment day. For Samuel Pewee, I knew that Samuel Pewee was going to go back. The very time when Samuel Pewee, they brought down the movie, and immediately they use for unity party people against Stigma. Why should they extend Samuel Pewee? I knew that they were going to fight for Samuel Pewee to go back to court. They don't want to see him there as they did for Kehleboe today. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll leave you there and go to this caller that is right here on line 4. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for having me. My name is Victor P. Tabo, coming to you out Sergeant Police. I do join you for Badger Factor to be precise. That we done.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
For the topic of my discussion, but I'm very happy with my brothers and sisters in the United States of America for consider to make the Monte Barrow and the visible level dreams to always live to be alive. You know, in my country sometimes when I look at the young folks these days coming up, discussing Real Madrid, Arsenal, Chelsea, and you just name it on the on. And I can't yet think about Ian Barrow. You see my brother in the inside, continue to push that dream. I'm so proud of them. I'm happy for them. I just speechless. I don't even know what to say to them. I just want to say that God continue to guide through, that continue to make those dreams to come true. Let them continue to live. Let our brothers and sisters, those that yet to know that we have seen here doing the days.
Okay. We'll leave you there because no time to list all the former players. Welcome. Yeah, the general of Man City, you are welcome to the biggest platform. So, Man City, do you have to sell drugs before you bear rules? So when you sell the cocaine before you develop? Go ahead. And we'll close it there. We'll close it there with Man City. That's the general of all colors. Okay. Yes, so Dopoh, I think, yeah, she's listening. Hopefully, and she will call you. Okay, so that was Man City, the general, as she called from Claratown. And this is the closing argument here on Freedom FM 87.9. To you, Mr. Gayman, for control before we close from our end.
Yes, Robert, we have the drugs, we have the Finabono, we have the jury. All 15 of the jurors jailed and being persecuted over alleged jury tampering. Then we got the drugs. Then we got Finabono. I mean, it's a buffet today. Your choice.
Yeah, I think I would start with.
It's a complete buffet.
Yeah, it's all you can eat. So I got to choose very carefully before I get too full. But right, I think I would start with the jury. And it tells you the fact that those guys have been arrested for carrying out that civil duty after a case has been adjourned. It's indicative of the lawlessness that this government on so many occasions have engaged, and I will only hope that they can get themselves a lawyer that will be able to fight and get them out. But beyond that, I think every well-meaning and law-abiding Liberian must speak on their behalf. This is completely unacceptable. This is unconstitutional. It's illegal, and I think we should demand the immediate release of those Liberian men and women. And I'll leave it there. As far as the former chief of protocol, listen, there's an ongoing case right now with regard to her ordeal, and let's give that legal process the opportunity to proceed. My only concern, however, is the weight of bond that is being put on her case, right? As far as I know, this is a joint indictment of 50 persons. There's already been a 2 point something million dollars bond put forth in front of the court, which was accepted. And if that's the case, why is the court asking for a whopping $8 million bond in a single person, unless these cases are being persecuted individually? This is a joint case as far as I know. So if that's the case, then why are other accused being allowed to put forth lesser bond as opposed to fender bundle? And again, I think it answers the question. If this is not politically targeted, why are some folks treated differently with regard to the bond that is being pulled forth? But I hope her lawyers are able to work the modalities out, and they're able to sort that situation out. But I will allow the process to play out. Listen, like I always say, we want to fight corruption. And if the evidence shows that she stole and she collected monies that were not hers, then I think she should be held accountable for that. Lastly, with this drug, let me say this. And to Liberian listening, I will join the voices of callers who've called in today. Anyone who believes that this is a doing of the government in its fight against, or this fight to eradicate drugs in the country, anyone who think that, well, guess what? I have a bridge to sell you for $1, because I think this is the biggest BS that there is. This is BS. That the government and its intelligence were unaware all of these all of this time, were unaware that those guys were standing in that compound, and that the ton of drugs that we're talking about entered Liberia without the knowledge of some very powerful people in our security agencies. Listen, no, people are not stupid. You know, the government, and again, I understand the excitement, and people, we live in a very gullible society, Mr. Jerome. Well, when these things happen, we take our sources and information, and they enjoy that, right? But this is BS. This is BS. This is BS. There is absolutely no way, and I mean absolutely no way, that the kind of drugs that we're talking about will enter any port of interest in Liberia without the knowledge, without the protection, without the exchange of monies, and in fact, without the involvement of some very powerful men and women in our government. No way. So when you see the government parading and acting as if that the joint intelligence have uncovered these drugs in Liberia and they're fighting drugs, BS. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. And I want to re-emphasize the intelligence that I received as well. They were compelled to, and you know what? Over the next few hours, 24 or 40 hours, more information will come out. This is not the doing of the joint security. They were forced to do that. They were tipped by the U.S. intelligence about that particular building that has been questioned. The LDA, that house is not new to the LDA. The question is, why have they not gone there? You know why they've not gone there? Because they've been instructed to stay away from the house by those involved. And I'll close on this note. I do not believe anything anything, and I want to say this is not unique to Joseph Boakai administration. I do not believe anything that's coming out of this government. We have a government that is not transparent. Up to now, we've been talking about that border situation. When was the last time the government came and updated us on the border situation? Until recently, on the president said, well, he's hopeful that some resolution will happen. But Liberia, we've been talking about all the different things that have happened. Our government lies. Our government officials, they lies. They are involved in this nonsense. They're not fighting drugs. We need answers, and we must demand answers. Those arrested today are not my concern. My concern is, who are those very powerful people in government, in our security agencies, that have protected, that have been involved in this drug epidemic in our country, and they must be arrested and held accountable. Anything other than that, BS. Thank you.
Excellent. Junkies, if you got called, you can go to it. But in the meantime, let me go to Pewee. Pewee, I know the person that is over the narcotic and all of that right into the U.S. Embassy, and I'll communicate with him today.
Yeah,
and,
so, Honorable,
go ahead.
Mr. Truman?
Yes.
My time, additional 10 minutes have elapsed. So it's time to go.
Junkie, yeah. Thank you, Junkie.
You can leave,
Thank
so
you.
we can continue.
Thank you, Junkie. Yeah.
So this is the closing argument here on Freedom FM 87.9. Bye-bye, and we'll be with you tomorrow, same time, same station. Good night. Share the show and keep watching, keep following on Truth FM 96.1 and other platforms streaming us live. Thank you, and God bless you. Junkies Morris.
Yeah. Thank you, Junkie. Have a good day.
Family, Freedom FM. Pewee, you were in flight.
But mine should be in studio for Truth. So Truth must stay beyond.
Okay.
Yeah, can you just I was a little bit wiggle off the thought.
Yes. I was just on the phone with our folks at the embassy, that the director that is in charge of terrorism and narcotic, and I got a lot of information I will be sharing, but it will be off the air. So, but your take on Finabono's case?
Yeah, quickly before Finabono case, the issue is about when these things happen, and the reason why sometimes we go back to the feedback.
Guys, let everybody mute while he's talking.
Yeah, the reason why we do these things and we look up to, I know we understand sometimes we hit the government hard, but when things happen structurally in terms of understanding the bureaucracy and the rest of that, foreign government will not just come and interfere and do things of the grand government. We have to open the coordination point there. Foreign government will not just come out and get there. No, it doesn't work this way, and we ought to clearly state the reason why sometimes we come out and say some of these things and all that. The way this house was busted was not busted at foreign government. It was, they got two Fuller guys. They interrogated them about 48 hours ago. They linked this new boss this morning from the VOA community. So these are people that were linked the same, because we were hearing some fictitious name, Barry Bar, this bar, and other thing. Now, there are folks in, and we've been stating this, and there's going to be no emotion about this, that I know. There are folks in this government that know, but the government as an institution does not acquiesce what is unfolding in the country. So those folks that are in government using the government bureaucratic ranking and all of the opportunities thereof, that are using this to aid and abet the system of bringing drugs into the country, or using the country as a springboard to destinate drugs to different areas. That's a terrible thing. That's why I think the government will have to be very, very much consistent on and work with other international partners as they are doing. The NSA actually headed the whole busting thing. And that's why the NSA is the biggest spy institution in the country. Use your spy power. Because in terms of that, you have to use monitoring, inducement, and other tactical mechanisms to do what the government did. So I think it is a commendable situation the government move on to do. And we have to wait now so they can link the past that have been unfolding if this is linked to the same $100 million drugs from years ago, if this linked to the $19 million drugs yesterday and today. So they will have to link these things and understand. But first and foremost, the government are taught being working with their partners and whosoever that want to link to these things. But they did this. It's not the government as an institution that is doing this, but those that in government doing it and getting information, they may get them up and smoke them out of the system. And it's going to help the country more or less. But it has not reached it. Like, if this was a government thing, let me be very clear. It was a government as an institution, we wouldn't hear this thing this morning. It would never have been broadcast this morning. It would never have been. Never, ever. So, I mean, that's the fact. But back to the Finabono situation, we said some things yesterday and other things. They're challenging the bill bond. And again, and the laws of the country, again, bond challenges, again, it's not based on collective issue of charging individual. When the bond are posted, and that's one of the reasons why if you guys are here for $1 million, that was a difficult thing for the former Minister of Defense, Brandon Samokai. When the time there were about 3 or 4 in that something, when that time he said, okay, I can pay 300. No, you can't pay 300,000 because 4 persons were charged with this. The law is different when it comes to those kind of a proportionality, right? So it have to be a box situation. So again, it's in the frame of law, and that's one of the reasons why I was even saying to one of my colleagues today from the country, he was debating this. I said, no, hey, follow the lawyers, let the lawyers handle this. It's a very critical situation, and sometimes due to certain legal technicality, what we don't know, we will sit and say is different from what the law is going to say and what the law is going to suggest. So the Finabono case, if the arrest challenge certain part of the bill bond, what the lawyer will have to do is to go and push the bill bond again. If it is a surety bond issued by the insurance company, and a lot of time insurance companies get a little bit distant from going to issue some of these things. Okay, we're serving as the guarantor is a different thing. If the amount, because the total amount is holding FINAB, they agree that this amount is $5 million. You have to double that times this to get the bill bond. If you are going to an insurance company, that will have to even be triple. So it's a different technicality in terms of how they can do it, but the lawyers will come on and explain these things. And I think that's the reason why the last 3 hours they gave them, 2 hours they gave them, they didn't manage to get any insurance company to do this. Because I listened to Councillor Pierre Brown Boo sometime last week when this guy challenged the bill bond, the bill or whatsoever thing. And she said, we're going to make sure in the 3 days' time, we will get the bond. We'll get it. I'm still surprised as to today, they didn't receive the bill bond until people moved the judge. I pulled up an arrest warrant, and when she heard this, she reported herself to the Monrovia Central Prison. But this is just about, and one of the things I was saying yesterday on the show, when the government, I think Fala and other people trying to do some maneuvering behind the scene on her behalf. But what I was hearing yesterday from Aras has not been communicated to. Aras is having the prosecutorial power to do decision making, to prosecute independently. If Aras got prosecutorial powers, and other people from the government trying to negotiate, you're not informing Aras, and Aras is continuing the legal process. That's where the complication or the confusion is now. So I don't know if they were asking to slow down or asked to do what. And I think this is where her frustration, she was frustrated. She said things and then started attacking, saying things and other things. And then the people were still moving because Aras still heard his action from the judge to tell the judge that the bill bond cannot be issued or re-guaranteed in the 72 hours, then the defendant will have to go to jail. And something they were trying to issue the arrest warrant today. So the only thing she can do is to contact her lawyer. I don't know how the case ended today. I don't know if she slept, she stayed in South Beach, or they finally got the bill bond. They got something to get it, any surety for any of the insurance company, because that would have to be done by a reputable insurance company. It would have to be done by reputable. No individual want to put on to that because it's huge. So, and again, in some cases, if the state is trying to allow someone to go to jail, and that amount of money cannot easily be filed because the insurance company, the access rating is low in the country. It's low. If there's just small money that the insurance company will do, the judge will sign on that. And that's one of the reasons why I think, and the guy that is behind this thing, he's a very good prosecuting lawyer. He's a very smart guy. He understands the laws very well. So he will challenge them on this. So the only thing I can do for herself to get out of jail now is to ensure that she talks to her legal team, and they would give. I'm surprised up to this time why the legal team have not managed. Many quickly here, the insurance company are reneging to sign onto this bill bond, and that's the issue. If the person that should be serving as the guarantor is having some bizarre thought about the case or other thing, or being warned, if there be some political manipulation, then it becomes some problem sometimes. So I feel her pain, but that's the system, and that's the code of law.
Well, let me go to Sita. Hey guys.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm getting a lot of feedback. Can we?
All of that noise coming from Sita himself.
Sita,
no, it's not coming from me. I just unmuted myself.
You have never admitted one day that it.
I just unmuted I just unmuted myself.
That's when the noise started coming in. You're moving the chair.
All right. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Listen. 1 minute. Fina Bono yesterday and the day before, she pulled out this bull, and she said her own people wanted her to go to jail. Blah 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 blah. Now she's in jail. So is this a comma here?
A lot of us, we sometimes forget the dynamics of Liberian politics. Many of these prosecutions that are going on in Liberia, they have some political undertone. Let me be honest with you. The Finabono case is not an isolated case. It is intended to drag her in the mud. Despite the fact that the case was taken to court, she filed a surety bond. The judge said he cannot accept the surety bond. On what grounds? On what grounds? He can. Yeah, you gave a bond.
He said defective.
He said it is. How does he know that it is defective?
Defective.
Yeah. How does he know that it is defective? Has he gone to do any background? Has the court gone to the company that gave the surety of the bond to find out whether it?
I think it's a property. You know that it's defective. Let's say I was charged for money laundering of the money of $1 million. I have to file times 2.5 of that.
Okay.
So it's simple for them to know it's defective. So you don't have to add that. Times 2.5 of that. If that is not the case, they won't accept it.
Yeah,
the other lawyer will challenge it.
But my thing is, if it's a
but here's the problem. Here's the problem. Is it a lawyer who is the one? Is it a judge who is the one that is supposed to decline the bond, or it is a lawyer? Was a bond challenge?
Yes. This guy, Aras challenged the bond that the bond did not meet the charges. So they debated that, and the judge saw the weight of it and said, yeah, it's true. Then they challenged and they asked, and the judge sent them back in 3 days to file the proper bond.
And that was not done.
That the proper bond, they had her lawyers. There are 3. Councillor Peabody even spoke to the media and said they would do everything to get a bond. She said they would get it. They admitted that it was.
Okay. If that is the case, I will let the legal process play out.
Exactly.
In this case. Now, with respect to the Samuel Twer case, many a times when we come on this platform and we say that, look, the Liberian judiciary is compromised. People in the Liberian judiciary try to fight back to say that the judiciary is not corrupt. Samuel Twer went to court. A jury of his peers, 15 of them, after the state provided evidence linking him to corruption, came up to say, well, he is not guilty. Immediately when the non-guilty verdict was announced, they begin discussions. Jury tampering. So the question that I have is, the judge now ordered the arrest of 15 of the 15 jurors. Who tampered with the juror? If somebody did tamper with the juror, why is it that they are leaving that person untouched and they are only coming to prosecute the jurors? Why? If I'm a juror, I'm supposed to be tried a case, and I decided that case, and you say, well, I was bribed. That's the reason why I came up with my verdict. I mean, with my decision. But who bribed me? You cannot produce, you cannot identify the person that bribed me. You cannot identify the person that tampered with my judgment. But then you're charging me. What is your evidence? What is your evidence that I was my decision was tampered with? Where is your evidence? So again, the whole Samuel 12 case, the fact that we can go back and say, well, jurors were tampered with, it has some political undertone. I can guarantee you that it has a political undertone. And this whole issue of the drugs in Liberia, look, there are big hands that are involved in the transportation of that drugs. Where did the drug come from? How did it get in Liberia? Do we have a drug manufacturing hub in Liberia? No. Do we have the capacity to produce those kind of drugs? The quantity that was discovered today and the ones that were discovered in the past? We don't have that. We don't have the technology. We don't have the mechanism. So the question is, how did the drug get into Liberia? Who facilitated the Colombians to be able to brazenly, the Colombians to brazenly look at the security apparatus of Liberia and say, you know what, we're bringing several $1 billion of drugs into the country. There's some kind of an inside job within the security apparatus. There are some big names, and I just hope, and as I said that previously, people, they shouldn't use other people as scapegoats. The government should investigate this case thoroughly. They should be transparent. The reason you see a lot of the callers that call today, the reason why they don't trust the process in Liberia is because they believe that the Liberian government in the first case has not been transparent. And the fact that the Liberian government was not transparent in a $19 million drug case, so they are of the view now the government will not be transparent in this case. So the government has to be very mindful because the Liberian people are watching, the international community is watching. We cannot screw this up. Whosoever is involved, that person must be brought to book. The evidence should lead to that person. Nobody should be used as a scapegoat because I know Liberia. That one of the things we are good at, using people as scapegoat. Then you arrest the smaller guys and you leave the bigger guys. So the government has to be very careful here because this issue here is very important because Liberia is gradually going towards becoming a what? A narco state. Yes, the government may not be involved, but there are individuals within the government.
Excellent.
Can I say something real quick, if you don't mind, please?
Yeah, real quick. I'm going to Victor. Go ahead.
So I think it's important for our listeners to understand, and I think I will echo what Mr. Seaton just said. If I'm sitting here and we're trying to commend the government or the joint security, or we're trying to say the government, well, the individuals within the government might be involved, and some very powerful individuals might be involved, that doesn't mean that the government is involved. Then what exactly are we saying when the very government have not taken actions to weed out those individuals that could possibly be involved? If you were telling me that the government, if I lead an institution and I have put forth a very clear message, very explicit, that we have zero tolerance for the importation and the exploitation of drugs in our country because it has devastated our young men and women. I have not taken no action to strengthen that area whatsoever. All we've seen is drugs entering the country, and little or no one is held accountable for it. How many people have seriously been arrested since the $19.2 million drugs issue came up? How many? What other information have been released without compromising the kids that will be in court, that this government has updated the public and assured. The last few weeks, we've been talking about the 19.2 million drugs and the possibility of the LDA or folks within the LDA being involved. Has anyone within that institution been arrested? No. There is nothing wrong with partners cooperating with a particular government. But sometimes we have to apply logic. Everything cannot just be about diplomacy. Everything can be about diplomacy. If you need a foreign entity to tip you on drugs entering the country, then it means that something is wrong with your interest point. Because again, Mr. Sito asked a very important question. Do we have the capacity? Do we have the capability to produce, to have whatever the case with the drug thing? They're entering the country. And they're not entering the country because those drug dealers are dealing with the layman. No. They're entering the country because those drug dealers are dealing with people that are close to powers. People that are in the ears of the president. And until we see this government, or any government for that matter, take serious actions to say, you know what? Here is a big fish that we have connected and we have arrested. Here are a few big fishes that we've connected and we have arrested. That these people are involved, directly involved in this drug thing. How do you expect a logical Liberian to question the government involvement? The government can be, the government, they don't have to be in the drug dealing and doing all that stuff. But if they're protecting drug dealers within their midst, and they're not arresting people, they're not prosecuting people, they are protecting these people. Yes, they are involved, whether directly or indirectly, they are involved. It's common sense. So for me, I would not commend this government. If a government or a society is serious about fighting drugs, for a small country like Liberia, there is no way those guys will enter in any part or leave the country without people in high places being involved. No way, absolutely no way possible. So the government must prove us wrong. They must prove us wrong to say, Robert, we are on your side. We understand your frustration. We understand the frustration of mothers and fathers who do not have the means to send their kids to rehabilitation centers. We are on that side. And because we're on that side, we will do everything within our power to ensure that the individuals amongst us that are involved in this drug thing, whether it's the president's cousin, it's the president's niece, it's the president's son, or whoever the case is, we will arrest them and will prosecute them. That's the kind of message you send. A serious government sends serious messages. When you fail to send those messages, you are literally saying, you know what? I'm against drug. I'm against drug. No tolerance for drug. But in reality, you are not doing anything to back up that message. And this is what we've seen from this government. So I don't believe anything will come out of this. But if the U.S. government must tip you, and you don't know what's happening at your borders, you don't know what's happening in your streets, you don't know what's happening at your inspection sites, and drugs continue to come into the country, only being tipped by a foreign partner, something is wrong. The government is involved, and I will maintain this. The government is involved because there are high power, high level people in the ears of the president, in the ears of the executives that are involved. And until this government, or any government for that matter, has the balls enough to say, we will arrest you, even if they're my father. If my father is involved, I will arrest my father, I will expose him, and I will prosecute him. Until we see these kinds of serious actions and serious leadership on these matters, do not take it from me. It's BS. This government is involved, and this government must answer to the Liberian people, and they must start taking serious actions to say we are fighting drugs. Other than that, I don't believe anything else.
Let me go to Victor. Victor, here, I got this printout from one of the court reporters. It said, on the Finabono one, it said the court found that most members of the jury carry mobile phone and their SIM cards into the jury quarters, despite repeated warning that said devices were strictly prohibited. The investigation further reviewed the telephone number 0886 5006 98 allegedly contacted nearly all the jurors during the sequestration period and also communicated with some of the relatives outside of the box. Another number, 886 5006 89, was reportedly in frequent contact with several jurors, primarily through text messages. So the judge says, like we're saying, if a child wants to cry and you push them over the edge, like hey, the judge wanted to send this guy. Now they found numbers. He said he doesn't know who the number belongs to, but he's asking the Justice Ministry to find who those number belongs to and have those people arrested immediately. That's the judges. That's their side of the story.
Yeah, but I mean, that cannot be the responsibility of Samuel Towards. Exactly. This is the state that's prosecuting this case. They are responsible for the security and all of that. They are responsible to screen whoever is allowed on the jury panel. I understand these are actually old tactics, to compromise the jury. They intentionally do these things, as backup in the event that they lose a case. They can go back and use these as technicalities to do exactly what they're doing. And so, for me, that is something that, has absolutely nothing to do with what happened today. What I don't understand is, and I wish Sarah will come on and explain this to me, make it make sense to me. You have, he called himself the ideologue of the CDC, Samuel Towards does. So you have a CDC stalwart going to court, right? And there is no CDC presence at the courthouse to send a message. A CDC stalwart is taken to South Beach, and Olin Kamara, former minister and superintendent of Garguah, are present. So to me, they're leaving their generals exposed, and I think they're making it easy. I listened to Tour on another network yesterday, and explaining that some of the judges are telling him that because they're not with the opposition is not bringing the heat, it makes it easy for this government to put their finger on the scale. Having said that, and knowing that this date was coming up today, I don't understand why there was no gathering of support from the CDC at the courthouse for their general. I don't understand that. Now, I think this government is not, it's not making it any complicated for anybody to understand that they don't care what the rule of law is. President Bouakai gets what President Bouakai wants. And if you're gonna play the game as Minister Towards did, he was out of the country, decided he's gonna go back, and play ball. Then you can come to a gunfight, with a plastic fork and expect a fight to win. And so I'm really confused about the tactics that my brothers and sisters are employing from the CDC. I am lost. I'm really confused. Now, I listen to my brother Pewee, and I admire his optimism. Cutting the government is slack. He doesn't believe this government is necessarily compromised, that individuals in this government who are compromised. What kind of preso talk is that? What kind of preso talk is that? The DEA, I understand he was nowhere near this bus today because he has lost confidence. There is no trust. There's a trust deficit in his capacity to perform. Why does he still have a job? Why are we still paying his salary?
Thank you.
What is the president retaining him for? And you want us to believe that this president, he doesn't know about it. That people in his government, please. What is happening? What is happening was on the lap of the president. The ball stops with him. Okay. I'm not going to deflect anything on his behalf. This is his watch. Yeah, Jerome, you go ahead.
I wanted to ask you on the Finabono thing real quick. Mm-hmm. If the woman went international, and said that the CDC, she didn't call them by name, but said my own people had let me down and want me to go to jail. I thank the president. I thank Thomas Fowler. I thank all my DC people. And then now that they have you by the throat, and you want the other people to come.
So look, I don't know Finna, but I understand she's a pretty smooth operator. If you are a strategist and you don't understand what is at play here, there's something's wrong with you. Somebody needs to pull her aside, right? Finna is just the appetizer. She's the bait. So she can go and sing to Bwaka all she wants. They cannot get to where they want to get without Finna. They will go through her. So she can cry all she wants. They're not going to release her, because if they do, then they have no pathway to where they want. Finna is not the subject of this investigation, and she should know that. So she's going to cry to Bwaka and all of that. Do you know that? Save your tears. Save your tears. This is not about you, unfortunately. Unfortunately. She's a sacrificial lamb. She just cut between the scissors. She is not the target of this investigation. This investigation is trying to go somewhere, and she is to lead them to where this investigation is supposed to go. They expect to squeeze her and flip her so she will cry and sing names. If they release her, they're not going to get that. Now, because she's trying to sit witness, maybe why she's in there. But here's another question for you, Jerome. If Finna has left the reservation, what is Sakemiya still doing around her? Sakemiya is the ultimate shed, what do we call it, white on rice with George Weah. George Weah is everywhere. George Weah is, wherever George Weah is, he is. If Sakemiya is near Finna Bono, you might as well say George Weah is near Finna Bono. So he is there representing the interest.
Can you say that again?
Yes, he is there representing. He is telling her we are with you. We are still here. That's his role. That's why he's there. So you really going to say Finna has left the reservation and Sakemiya is still going to be near her? Then you don't understand the game that's being played.
Yeah, but you just said it here on one. You just said it on one side that where the CDC, where the leadership, then you flip again. You say
Jerome. When I say where is the CDC,
why you trying to help Sylvester? Sylvester already
I'm talking about the ring and fire.
Not gave him a bit to
he forgot. He forgot about that point.
No, but
he forgot how you said that.
No, I'm still saying
I'm not patient because you're giving me time.
I'm not talking. No, Sylvester, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about the presence of the Harry. I'm talking about the rank and file, the muya and the yo. That is what we're talking about. Make the place ungovernable to the point where those who wanted to do funny things will have a second thought. That's why this is what this is about. Intimidation. They're trying to intimidate them. They need to also intimidate them. They need to send it right back at them. Where were they? I'm not talking about Sakemiya. I am talking about the Red Beret. Where were they? I didn't see anywhere. I didn't see one of them around BTC.
But
I didn't see one of them at the courthouse. That's what I'm talking about.
But she's not Red Beret either, because she's a prayer warrior.
Prayer warrior now.
She's
but the white knights, you gotta
listen.
Pewee, go ahead real quick.
I know. Yes, but let me say this. Sometimes, when I say something, and see, I will say my own. Number of cases now he will say, I will not get there. But the day that me now, you see today. So now we pay now. That be saying reminding him. There will be one day he will not be doing a goose. I saw something. Oh, he will.
That's right.
I hope he take note of today. He come and I get there. He told nothing.
But I caught him.
Yeah, I had something. But I mean, you say you are not here to correct me. I will remind you. It will not. August will not end. I know July will end, maybe, but August will not end. You'll do it, and I'll tell you. But let me say this quickly. And that's
my birth month. That's my birth month. I'm allowed to sit and do anything.
Okay. Let me agree that you disagree with me on this, on what you said about why I was saying the government. And I say these things not because I want to, and I don't have no intent to. I will always go and commend
No,
government.
Pewee, you're trying to be diplomatic. You're trying to be diplomatic.
It's not diplomacy. I hear you say diplomatic. I say, I'm not being diplomatic. I'm being fair here. Now, the trend of, listen, Robert, and you're saying some things, and let's go back to the most powerful country on earth. Do you know the amount of drugs that entered the most powerful country on earth?
I know.
Do you know? The thing you just said, I was saying out there, like, do you know how they come, how they something up? The most powerful country on earth. Do you know? At certain time, it's a serious problem in this country. Depression, a lot of young people getting killed, particularly with the fentanyl and other things. But the U.S. government did that. It's not acquiescing them, but people penetrate the system and bring those things via all kind of a means. All kind of a means. It was part of the reason what I said just now to us that.
Can you see that, Sylvester?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, that the your time. I thought everything was on course. Like everything was on course. The government of Liberia will not acquiesce and did not acquiesce what is unfolding. Well, I will agree with some of your exception that there are people, some hierarchy in the government that may know about it. And I will say may know about what is unfolding. I agree with the exception of any other individual. But the government as an institution does not know about what is unfolding. But do we have some very sinister operative in the government that is part of this? Probably yes. And that's what I said, Mr. Nabi, this will be no problem. But that's what I'm saying. And the reason why we're saying, because the fact that this was broadcast today, and they're going more deeper to investigate and linking with the international partners, particularly this country, to help the Liberian government uncover some of these things. That's my own disposition on this matter. But the Finabolo situation we talked about yesterday, Mr. Nagbe, the way things, listen, we don't have to, and some people don't love to, when it's bitter, some people love to say bitter. There is a strange relationship between Finda and George Weah, former President Weah. Nobody will have to come from under the water and say, I saw beer on the. There's a strange relationship between George Weah and Finabono. It been there as a secret, but Finabono came and they exploded 2 days ago on Saturday. And part of some of there's a strange relationship. Listen, the whole Kemia thing you just talked about, Kemia and Finda, Liberia will have to be, and again, when we serve in the kind of Rosana, we'll be saying this one. Finda Bono is from Lofakate, a DC woman. Kemia is a Kisi man. When Kemia said, I'm Minister of Foreign Affairs, he had that of backing from Finda. Probably this pay back time. He had that of backing from Finda. Finda is back. On a more serious note. So he's doing these things because of the relationship that existed between the national system, between the both parties at the time, and they are all kissy. You know the rest of Liberia, we behave Liberians.
But Sylvester, let me ask you this, and then you'll continue, right? Let's assume you're UP, and Fina came and did what she did, and then you saw Sarkemia near her. Wouldn't that undermine everything that she did?
Absolutely not. The Kimia came there and Kimia went there as a family person to be with her. Listen, and you said something. Let me remind you of what you said. You said the party, and again, Fina will refer to as what. You see, sometimes we will take time to discuss these things. I will hope people shouldn't bring it up more because it will be difficult to defend it. You said something that's very right. Fina said as the what's Fina name? Help me, you know it. Nobody should talk. Mr. Number, what the name?
Rescue mother. Yes.
Why would the rescue mother be abandoned at this time? That cannot ring bell in your ear, in our ears, Mr. Number. Why would the rescue mother be abandoned? And she didn't even say how that she's expressing that they wanted her in jail. She told folks that she was even sick. There was some Laoni people that gave her some money to go to Turkey for treatment. She was abandoned by people, and those things that were coming to her were not even for her, they were for people. Listen, the project have to slow down a little bit. I'm not the one that said it. It is Finda. Why would Finda will go and call, listen now, the relationship between Finda and the former president brought Finda to the level she is today. To ever reach that level in government. That's zenith. To come out and commend the and that commendations of the former president and the current president, I don't think he appreciated it.
No.
He didn't appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And I will say this. He didn't appreciate it. The person she should have appreciated, she didn't appreciate that person. You don't think that that's a problem? We are on this. Let me verify. I will not talk long on this matter. I will let Raul to come back and talk the next 5 minutes or so.
No, I don't want to talk about
yeah,
that long.
But I want Raul. I'll put them out of Raul. Raul is somehow, and you know when
you're not
I
giving it to the Delaware.
That's a reason why I don't want to talk on anything too long.
No, listen, I know there's a reason. That's why when you talk about it. When I say my name, I say what I do with my name. I say I'm not backing the government. But there's a difficulty if you push it around. Why that finance? You know her boss, the man that made her, brought her to the level. She saw the man, she said, "They man are good, man. I will not commend him, but I will commend the man. I don't even appreciate commendation." Fina blunder a lot. If I see Fina, I will say, "Why you did that? Why did you do it? Why did you what did you do that?" And it pushed loyalists and surrogates, reactions to come after her. Immediately they start calling all kind of a name. We saw all what in social media. And that's so, Mr. Nagbe, to answer your question, that is the reason why they abandoned her, because she went after the master of the CDC. If you go after the master, it's a revolution. You know about revolutionary tendency, right? Though ideological thinkers, they'll come after you. In some cases, in some revolution, they can kill you. Country that people believe in, they will come, they can kill you, they can burn your properties. But Liberia, we are a much liberal set of people. Those are not ideologically moved revolutionaries. But in some cases, they will break you down and bring your properties down. You don't try that in the Frelimo's day or the ZANU-PF days. You don't do that. If you try that to Raul Mugabe during the ZANU-PF days, they will drag you and come after you. So that's kind of mistake. And she will move. She will already saturated. That saturation will calm down a little bit. But it was quite unfortunate. Now she's in jail. The jail she was wondering about, she's not in jail. I will hope they will keep her there for the next 5-6 a week. Probably she would learn to know what loyalty is. To be loyal. I have learned to be loyal to people before. And I will always be loyal to people that I believe that have taken me from this point to this point. Always. No matter if they were wrong today, I will always learn to be loyal to these people. And I got 2 or 3 of those people in Liberia that I will learn to be loyal to. No matter the situation. If Mr. Nagbe and Mr. Gayman have done something for me, realistically, even the day Mr. Gayman is wrong, in my cadre training classes I went through and the definition of loyalty, what Machiavelli taught me, Mr. Gayman would be wrong in the ass of us, or not me. I would not be the one to come and crucify Mr. Gayman. No. If it would be hard for me to come and praise it too much, then I would just slack out. But to be the one to crucify Mr. Gayman, to get reason. Because listen, if Ra myself, if I'm loyal to Ra is the boss here, and Ra have done everything for me, and they won't bring Ra down, they will push somebody. That's the definition of loyalty there. They will say, Pewee, they will check out and say, go say something. They don't want Pewee to say one bad thing around. They will capitalize on the side movement. They say, but then you see, so final statement is powerful here. Final statement got wet. That's why you saw them running. It got serious wet. It got serious wet. And last time, Mr. Nagbe put down, forgetting about this. They cannot come after George Weah because the Constitution is immune from Article 61 of the Constitution. When you serve as president, everything he did is protected under the Constitution. So probably, I don't think that George Weah won't come after because he's protected. Everything he did under the Constitution, he's protected. I don't think they can go after him. But is it that they want to smell his record so that they will think it? Again, I will agree with you. I know that they want to smell him so that his position of a campaign time will say, oh, this and that happening. Oh, Finat say, they made them convenient. They can say, oh, all the money I have here, I give it to George Weah. It's possible. So they will use that for campaign, not to prosecute him, because Article 61 of this book is protecting him. So that's just the point, Mr. Gayman.
Sita, we got a few minutes here because our folks on the ground is raining the water.
That's What's it on there? The man is speaking. I just unmuted myself. Listen to him speak.
You're not listening to your wife back there. That's your problem.
And he doesn't believe it. Every time
she said she ran out of Myean, so the regular she will cook the regular pan butter. We can hear it loud and clear.
It's so funny because he think we're trying to call him out, but every time he will do this.
You want some women Tomalin?
Yeah, I told you to go in a car. You want to be sitting pretty, but I've seen them. Listen, they said this woman stole a lot of money, right? And they're finding out that she doesn't have any money. They say her house is not worth it. She doesn't have money. She doesn't have anything. She went to people to get bond. They say the bond is defective, not big enough. So where are they dragging this woman? Why to take the 14 taxes that she had those small things that look like boxes to take? Is that why they're doing all this, or there's other motives?
I think they are trying to drag her in the mud so as to bring some other big fish that is in the CDC to teach them. The whole thing is a political prosecution. It is not genuinely intended to prosecute her because she's corrupt. Okay? Yeah, they know that Fina Bono was close to the former president. So they are using all of these ploy to drag her down so much that so that they can use whatever information they want to break her down so that she can spill out some information. So what they will use that information against the former president in the next election. This is all that is going on in Liberia. And look, most of the prosecution, especially former government officials, they're not done because they want to prosecute them, they want to follow the law, they want to fight corruption. This is retribution. This is retribution and to use it for political purposes. That's what it's all about.
Mr. Sido, can I ask you one question? While on this platform, let's get back to some things, right? I agree that they want to do that, and I just said that also. But do we also know, Mr. Sido, you will continue on there, and every other person will continue there on? Do you also agree that some of our government officials can rather blunder, past and current?
Yes.
Now, what I was trying to say, Mr. Gayman, it's difficult to also. Even Fina's daughter, there was a lot of company registered through that name, and a lot of money went through that. So that's a difficulty. They killed them maybe something, but they got some legal case against her. She and her daughter. You register a case just today for you look 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 is passing through that. I mean, it's a difficulty to we can come here so now and have to serve as commentators and say something. That'd be very realistic. A company registered less than 1-2 months, 400,000 is passing through that company to go here. So the evidence that we are seeing the post using, they want to use to they got some case here. They got some. The girl is not there in the country. She's here on the side on the mission, on our dual mission, and there's company in the need, and those people money passing to it. That's one of the reasons why they're saying money. So we ought to be also, we said that we say yes, so, but bro, honestly, these are the problem.
Yes, and Sylvester, you are right.
Yeah,
because
not all political prosecution.
Yeah. Some of them are political, some of them are not. Yeah, and I'm still to be corrected. But yeah, it's the point, and you already made a good point. Many of our government officials, sometimes they are very stupid.
Yeah.
You get in government, you were poor, then you want to get rich overnight. So you create all kind of mechanism, all kinds of scheme to steal from the very government that you are part of.
Yeah, sorry again. Yeah, Mr. Gayman, be fair. And now they can't do Rao. If you go in the country, everybody, there's no fair. We're not Jesus Christ. As one of my own men God can say, God is God. Why can you, if Rise a friend called Rao, man, they say, we can open a business, but nobody want everybody to eat. They want to do it, the kind of thing. Pass it through professional people. But if you pass the chain, okay, no, it says it's me going to be true Sylvester Pewee Jr. or Sylvester Pewee other, or Sylvester Pewee this, Sylvester Pewee there, and they will kind of see that chain to get you in that hand. It's just a difficult thing. We should build the chain of entrepreneurship in the country, but to do it that way, it's not a difficult thing. And that the young lady now, it's no problem. She's being indicted to go back will be difficult. I'm just saying some things the way because the listing we're seeing, establishing the company here. What the company is doing for the kind of money to be passing through the company. So it gives room to the government to you get think to bite or to feature government. Even those that are doing it now, the next government will come and catch some of them. It is wrong. Go ahead. I just thought to bring those things because these are some.
Yeah, and you are right because normally when in this kind of situation, they look at the trail of funds that goes to that particular company. What kind of services is the company rendering that will make them to get all that huge sum of money they're coming through in less than no time, $400,000, $500,000 flow into that company? What was the company doing before the government came to power? Was it established? No. So people want to use this shell company to be able to what? Steal up money from government to be able to enrich themselves. And that is wrong. And sometimes, as you already said, sometimes the government has some cases. Sometimes the government does not have cases. You know? But again, that should serve as a lesson to most of our politicians and those who are in government who wants to get rich overnight. Because no matter what, the country, Liberia is leading to a point now where if you go in government and you become rich overnight, people will come after you.
Look, this is why in classical leadership, there's something called the ruling class.
Mm-hmm.
The ruling class are people who are now wealthy, so you say they are crazy wealthy, but they know how to run government, they know how to run stuff. So you have my own brother, Besanga Finley, 3 generations of governance. Okay, you ever saw affiliated or $1 million? You're gonna give it to his daughter and say, the Finabono daughter. She's on the social media with her Gucci bag, Gucci this, Gucci that, showing I guess gold tolling and all that other stuff. I mean,
the Rao can talk the thing plenty to because he buy, he can talk a lot of things. So
yeah, because the thing here is
so the men ready, men going on cover.
But this is
other people you see Ralph fire. Then it was a Tora.
No,
but this is
very important point. Go ahead.
Listen, there's a reason why they call these people the ruling class. Okay, for people who are just coming into power. Okay, people who have never tasted power, and this is why during the Torgbean administration they had this cadet program that Joseph Wagaden went through, and I'm hoping that they have not just in name only, but real training. That you sit and follow people and see how these things work, how these positions are run. These people who are ruling classes, they lick their fingers. And they will lick that finger as often, as long as there was nobody gonna. But the non-ruling class want to lick from under their armpit all the way. By the time they get here, they grab them. Because you see, political science is an art and it's a science. You can't just come on and say, listen, wait, like they say, this is our time. This is our time, that we have time, we gotta do this. The other guy who was the main minister of sports and youth and sports, and they interview him. Say, what are some of the things you're gonna do? He said, all the girls that Topoh to Fofana, Cynthia. Can you imagine government officials say, Topoh enjoy himself, I want to enjoy myself too? How can you? But this is a man that just came from the bush, came from the jungle somewhere, never been to Monroe before, never held anything. All the good things in government that he could emulate, that a girl that in Belefana, if we talk about enjoy himself, I want to enjoy myself. What? So this is what we are talking about, the ruling class. A woman who has no direct contact with money. She's not into Ministry of Finance, she's not into anything. She's just into cutting deal. You want to see Pewee? Yeah, give me something. Okay, you want to see the president tomorrow? I need a car, man. I've been having, I don't have any car. What do you think? The car dealership want to see the president, okay, I will see, but I don't have a car. But to actually go out there, they say the strength of wealth is invincibility. This is why when I hang around my Jewish brothers, they believe in trust. This is they call trust. Every time you see them, you can go on the wild web, you will never find a name on anything. You sue Pewee, you're wasting your time. Pewee has nothing in his name. Everything is in trust. So Pewee is worth absolutely zero. But it is us because we are not accustomed to leadership, to ruling. So you you're like a drug dealer. You living by the sheriff waiting for you, looking for you. Then you buy your car, you put gold plate wheels, or you plaster your whole car with gold everywhere, loud music, disturbing the people, inviting the police who can't get you. That's what these people were doing. You be given a position of power. Then your daughter is wearing Gucci watches, Gucci bag, Gucci toilet, Gucci everything, and broadcasting it every day. I said, are you to watch her? So this is where we have run out of time, guys. We need to go home and then watch our folks. I think we'll continue this tomorrow. Honorable the Myean guy, he's going again, but
yeah. But let me let me say this. I think again that I would agree with Pewee that
you never ate Myean before?
Oh, you see, we haven't found Myean war, you know.
You never ate Myean before?
I have. I love it with the dry rice too.
I like it in palm butter. Yeah, go ahead, Rob.
Myean palm butter. I never heard that one before, though. But
But when you hear Victor,
imagine Laura Metani say, "Oh yeah, Myean palm butter, yes."
When you see it, that is number one. Yes.
But go ahead, Robert.
Wow. But listen, I concur with Pewee. I think that her statement was emotionally driven, and sometimes again I do agree. Sometimes when we are mad, I don't think it's the best time to speak. At your father's funeral and those things, emotions are very, very high. But sometimes you have to be measured and understand the political terrain. I don't know Fender much. I haven't met her. I've interacted with her, indirectly, but I do understand the close relationship she has with the president, and even some folks that are even more loyal to the president. And I think that statement kind of caught some people off guard. Also, people need to understand most of the citizens you saw come out, to speak and question her statements and call her own lawyer are people who already didn't like her. There are people within the CDC hierarchy who didn't like the fact that Fender had this close proximity to the president. I mean, she was that person that you needed to go through to go to the president. You know what I'm saying? So she was almost like that door. You needed to open that door to go to the president, and a lot of people felt like that was a very powerful position. But she was trusted within the circle of the president. And I don't think that what has happened, or I don't think that the whatever the issue is to the point where it cannot be resolved. Has the statement made it difficult, to be resolved? Loyalty is very important. Sometimes even if your boss or people who really got you to where you are did something to you, sometimes it's important. I made a statement. Somebody tried to call me. I made a statement and I said I don't think it's in the CDC best interest to wash that dirty laundry out in the public. And people say I'm undercover citizen. And when people make that statement, let's be clear, they're only doing so because I've been very clear when it comes to how I don't support this government or how I don't trust this government. I don't hate the government. I don't hate Joseph Boakai. There are people who hate George Weah. I don't hit no one. My issue is about the policies and the record of Unity Party and Joseph Boakai public record, right? I want him to succeed. But there are people who did not want George Weah and cities to succeed. So they know where I stand when it comes to how I don't trust the United Party. They just don't know where I stand when it comes to my political affiliation. And the truth and the fact is, I'm not a member of any political party. I've never been, I never supported one, never voted for a president, none of that, right? And so those are the facts. They use my relationship with people that are very close to the president, and they say, "Oh yeah, Robert, that undercover." But there's nothing wrong with that. But I do think that it was a terrible mistake, especially in this moment. The fact that Kimia is on the side of, and you see he stands by her. I don't think it's just about being Gisi and his payback, the support that he got from her. I still think that again, whatever the issue is, I don't think it's to the point where, uh, you know, it affects his loyalty to the president. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. Like growing up in New York, a little bit for the 3 months I was in New York before we relocated to the U.S. When you are on the block, sometimes you gotta your position have got to be very very clear. You have to pick a side. Either you're with the enemies or you're with us. If there any question whatsoever about which side you stand, then we see you as one of the enemies, right? And so I don't think that there's a I think that there's an issue, there's something there, right? And the fact that she went out with it indirectly, because she did not mention name, but indirectly we knew what she was saying. I think the fact that Kimia remains on her side, I don't think the issue is so serious. Because let's think about it. If Sylvester was my friend, and it's because of Sylvester that I'm who I am today, God first, and someone else has an issue with Sylvester, do you really think that I would trust Sylvester to be around that person? Let's think about it, especially in Liberia. In Liberia, trust is very important. That's just loyalty. How do you trust people? So if I don't mess with you, and I see around someone else I have a question about. Wait a minute. Can I be comfortable with you? Or my phone call has been recorded. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you communicating with, right? All of those things are very important in Liberia's setting politically. I don't have certain conversations publicly in Liberia when I'm in Liberia. You know what I'm saying? Like, I meet with people rather than make phone calls. Like we have conversation, in person where there are certain rules established, right? You have to do these things because you don't know who to trust. You don't know if conversations are confidential or not, right? So I think that even if there was some issue, knowing how loyal some of these people are to George Weah, I'm sure that a lot of these people would have withdrawn from the former chief protocol, if the issue was so severe beyond repair, right? So I still think that there's some sort of opportunities there to fix the issue. But I want to say this though: we need to fight corruption. There should be no reason why the deputy speaker or anyone will advocate on the behalf of offender. I still have not seen the sufficient evidence of what has been alleged. I haven't really seen it. I need to see the hard copy. I don't think that the government really truly have some really hard truth evidence that can go and prove a case beyond a reasonable doubt. They have not proved that in the past. And so there might be some case there from some of the actions of, like people said, the daughter and things like that. But I don't see the hard evidence, right? So I think that if the evidence shows that she stole money or she did this, whatever the case is, we got to be honest with our corruption, even with our own friends. And so our friends have got to be smart. In this country there are corruption, but if they give you $100 million and you spend 80% of that $100 million and you eat 20%, people will not know you stole because they can see that most of the money that were given was spent for the purpose for which it was given. That's how it's supposed to be. You got to be smart and intelligent about it, right? So you spend the money or bucket the money on the people, and then whatever you want to eat and get your people, then that's up to you. But we're not doing that in our country. We're eating 80% of the money and we're spending 20% of that. And it's very evident and glaring that we're stealing, right? And so I think that some calm here needs to happen. Those people who came out and spoke about Fender, they don't like her. They will never like her. And I think she's giving them ammunition to even speak negative about her even more as we lead up to the next election. But uh, I don't think that they can get much out of her. I don't think there's much she can say that they can use politically against a George Weah or CDC. And so I mean it's kind of like a lose-lose kind of situation. But I think there has to be some calm ahead. I'm sure she has some time to think about the comments made and things like that. And hopefully that whoever is involved can sit at the table, have these difficult conversations, and move forward. Because outside of politics, there are real relationships between the former president and Fender. Their family ship there, right? So I think that the conversation needs to be here outside of the social media and these funerals and these comments. So I thought that was a terrible mistake. Will CDC and other folks forgive her for making those comments? I don't think so. Some people are they're tired of her. They think they think she's eating more than she can chew, right? And so they're tired with her. I think the comment gave those people ammunition to come out to say, listen, you've been ungrateful to the president, and so forth and so on. But with regards to the corruption case, I think there's some politics being played, because again, if this is a joint case, then why Pewee are they why is her bond $8 million? I think that's very excessive. It's very, very excessive. But great show always, and I look forward to coming back on.
Great. Where is the chief? Sit down. You're closing, man.
Well, thank you very much. I'm happy to be on the show as always. I think we had a good discussion. Again,
real quick before you close, please update us on your July 26th celebration.
Okay, thank you very much. Again, the first state was on the show.
Yeah.
And they highlighted what is happening in Delaware. We have the July 26th celebration in the state of Delaware. The Delaware Liberian Association, of which I am the head, the whole celebration starts from July 24th with an indoor program. At that indoor program, we'll have our guest speaker, Dr. Sam Johnson, is going to give us our Independent Day message. We have a representative from the office of the governor. Is going to be representing the governor. We also have somebody from the Delaware Department of Labor, Dr. Kimmy Weeks, who is also a Liberian, will also be gracing the occasion. And we'll have a lot of activities during the indoor program. We'll have a raffle where we'll give out prizes. Now, after the indoor program, we'll have an after party, and those who want to stay hang out, we'll have a place for you to go and hang out. And then Saturday is the football game, the Barrow and IU game. After that, there will be another after party, and then we'll have Sunday. We're going to have a Thanksgiving service. The Liberia Minister Council in the Delaware Valley are hosting a joint Thanksgiving service for the celebration, and that is going to be on Sunday. And it's going to be in Smyrna, Delaware, at the Understanding Life Center. And after that, we'll have the cookout. So the whole weekend is packed. We want folks to come to the first state, come and enjoy yourself. If you don't have anywhere to go for July 26th and you are in the Tri-State area, please come and visit us. If you can make it to drive home, well, we'll find accommodation for you.
So
one thing I know about we Delawareans, we are hospitable.
Why is not being collaborated with these guys though? Since it's in the same state.
Come again?
Why is it not being collaborated with these guys that were initially on, since it's in the same state?
That is something I don't want to speak to.
So you're having two different events?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the same state.
Here's the thing. We're not having two different events. It is one event, but First State chose to only come and talk about the football game. And that is the reason why I indicated previously that look, they pay for their spot.
The program you just talk about is different from what
Yep.
No. Hold on, let me just explain. Fine. Now, First State pay for their spot and they came to talk about the football game, which is on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the reason why I listened to the show. I did not want to come on the show because they had their spot. Now, what is obtaining in Delaware? Initially, the Delaware Liberian Association.
When you said their spot, I mean a different program.
It's not a different program.
Yeah.
The Delaware Liberian Association and First State Old Timers Schools Association have series of meetings to jointly organize the July 26th program. They are responsible for the football game. We are responsible for the indoor program. Okay, so my understanding was, and honestly,
So when's the indoor program?
the indoor program is on Friday, July 24th, and it's at the Middletown Senior Center in Middletown, Delaware. Okay, the football is on Saturday, and that is in Wilmington, Delaware, at Bremen High School. Okay, the Thanksgiving service is in Smyrna, Delaware. All right, now, and then my understanding, because prior to the whole thing, the planning committee of the Delaware Librarian Association and some folks from First State, they decided to plan this program, but I don't know what went wrong. And so I don't want to speak to that. The only thing I can say is that we are having July 26th celebration in Delaware, and we have the indoor program on Friday, and the admittance for that is $50. You pay your $50, you get a lot of goodies, you come and enjoy yourself. And again, if you cannot travel from where you're coming from, we have accommodation for you. So we will accommodate you and we will make sure that you enjoy yourself on Friday. Then you can stick around for the football game on Saturday.
So the ball that you say you have your program, you got guests coming, you name those. These other people say their guest is Melvin Snow and his wife. Is that the same event?
So I'm confused. I'm baffled.
Yeah, you have to be confused. You have to be confused because that is not how we intended it to be. Let me make it clear.
So Oyster changed the flavor of it.
Apparently.
Well, you
initially
that is few minutes, please. I correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me quickly, yes, if I'm wrong. I know that Mr. Jackson Seaton is the president of the Liberia Association in Delaware. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Is this program, this July 26th program that was just highlighted a couple of hours ago, is that program in collaboration with the Association of Liberians in the Delaware?
Initially, that.
No. When you say initial, so initially, but now it's not the case.
Well, I wouldn't say, but initially, our folks from the Delaware Librarian Association and folks from First State decided to plan this program. A John Flyer, if you see a flyer, a John Flyer was developed by the two organizations, right? And I don't know what went wrong, and First State decided to go solo.
Okay.
And
so the Friday program in Middletown, that's going to be the indoor, just going to be a meet and greet.
No, it's an indoor program. It's a formal indoor program marking the beginning of the July 26th celebration.
And are you doing that in conjunction with them?
No. It has been solely planned and organized by the Delaware Librarian Association.
Oh, so your organization is
organized by Fresh State.
Okay. So will you be part of? Will you, Mr. President, and the association be part of this Saturday program?
Well, let me just say this.
Mr. Gayman, sorry, because I'm getting a little confused.
I'm as confused as you
Technically,
you are the association here.
Yeah, I'm in dual capacity here. I serve as the first TM for Fresh State. The first TM where Fresh State was founded. And now I'm the president of the Delaware Librarian Association.
Yeah, your mic, you got to go close. I know some of your mic in there go 10 years or so.
And now I'm the president of the Delaware Librarian Association.
You got to come on. When you realize
it has been my hope that the whole July 26th celebration would have been done collaboratively. And that's what was done last year. We collaborated. Everybody supported the Independent Day Ball. Everybody supported the Barrow IE game. This year, the two teams decided to negotiate. What happened? I can't speak to that, but I know that at some point, First State start communicating with the Delaware Librarian Association.
Well,
so that's where we are.
Yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen.
But again, all in all, the celebration is going to be there. Come to Delaware and enjoy yourself.
The problem here is Liberia will never develop.
I agree with you.
We cannot govern ourselves in a small place.
Yeah.
How then can we leave from here now and go tell the Liberian people that we know how to do it better? And the people, they were here talking about their fundraiser, their money, this is what they want to do.
Let me just put it this way. Sports has a tendency of uniting people, right? Sports has a tendency of uniting people. Let's say the World Cup, they brought the whole world together, and we had a successful World Cup that's being won, right? FIFA made a lot of money. Can FIFA now go to the Republic of Liberia and say, they tell the Republic of Liberia, say, hey, look, we want to do what in the Republic of Liberia should we do for Liberians?
I know
FIFA cannot do that. What FIFA can do here is FIFA can organize program in Liberia in collaboration with Liberian organizations that will impact the development of what football in Liberia. So FIFA will always be in its lane. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
FIFA will always be in its lane to promote the development of football around the world.
Okay.
You have a Delaware Liberian Association, and it is a creator of all of the Liberians in the state of Delaware. You have the First State Old Timers Team. When something happens, everybody went to the Delaware Librarian Association.
Yeah, but the funding, they said they are going to be collecting the funding. And
yeah, they are going to be collecting the funding.
Okay.
That's how it has been.
Okay, thank you very much. Victor, take us home.
Well, yeah, so much confusion as if that is not enough. I'm here to announce that the CMC will be having a barbecue on Saturday.
Where?
At the Philadelphia Park. I think it's Lindbergh.
Lindbergh?
Yeah. So we'll be out there. You know, my wife and I will join Dr. Richard Singh, Miss Gertrude Jabla Singh, you know, the team. We'll be out there, you know. We'll have I think the flyers are out now. We'll have, you know, roasted chicken, fish, meat, you know, sodas, and you know, just have a good time. But you know, I hope the program in Delaware gets off well. Jackson, I was a little bit confused, but now when you were in the back, while they were here, I kind of figure, you know, what's going on.
Yeah, because they, you know, and I did not want to,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I want to respect what they pay for. Let it have their slot. Yeah.
So
you know.
I'm already hungry and tired, so I'll be short. So let me go back to my young brother Sylvester and the points he made. They're all valid. I don't disagree with any of them. I just want to also say that, you know, I think two things can be true at the same time. It's possible. You know, I'm a little bit, maybe I'm being naive, but I'm trying to understand, you know, the CDC mode of operation. You know, the COFA was attacked here. COFA was one of the cream de la cream. COFA was attacked, and from the vantage point of an outsider to us, he seemed abandoned. I mean, the president was out of the country. The political leader of the CMC, the CDC, you know, by the time they gather their forces and gather strength, the incision had become so deep-seated that it was difficult to reverse. Kofa lost that speaker position, you know. So I understand the point he's making about Finda, you know, the way she said, I don't know, but I'm just really confused that all of this is happening and Ambassador Kemenya is shepherding her around. It's just really confusing me. But again, I would have expected a little bit more. I don't know. What about Samuel Toen? Even if Finda had left the reservation, what about Samuel Toen? So, I'm trying to figure things out. I'm trying to understand, but I don't disagree with the point that Sylvester Pewee is making. I think those are very legitimate points. I guess it's just the genius of the CDC. So, but great show. This crewman will not let me talk. Is interrupting. So I will just leave it. I will leave it there.
Okay, guys, I see you tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
Yeah, you guys, we had a great show, and good night, everybody.
Good night.
Yeah, so that's all. I'll call you. Disappointment. Now the vice president often tell me since he got a seat as vice president, how many persons have I recommended in this government to serve in the government as presidential appointee? 0. Every appointment in Nima County was done by him. He and I would discuss something as a brother to implement it. You will bypass me and do different things. I don't talk on it.
Now you need to deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow the citizens to be? You see, we just tell you. That's why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask.
The good person in a whole United Party that President Baka. You want to say that again? The only person that appreciate good among all the United Party for that President Baka. The rest are ungrateful. The right, they use you and dumb you. But President Baka, if all of them were thinking the President Baka and behaving the President Baka, United Party will have another chance in 2029. Just for now, they don't have. They do not regard people that help them.
Of our soldiers were executed on this party ground. 2 at the back and 1 right at the headquarters. The man who shot and killed our people today is a darling boy in the Liberia National Police. They brought him back to shoot more guns. Get ready to shoot. Because we challenge the status quo appropriately.
Inform them in the violence or any student because of their action. It will be the day the entire Brothers administration will cut down. We will massively violate the students in this country and we'll shut down the Brothers administration. The day that happens, we have the capability to do so. And if they think this renovation project is a joke, let them try it. The fall of the Brothers administration begin with this. If they think they will tumble on any student in this country or at the university like Boy and Water or Infinity, while our children saving opponents and logic in the Western world, while we are subjected to agile power and bad learning conditions here, and the thing will say.
In the first 100 days, no car will get stuck on a major road in this country. And I mean it.
You say it out loud?
It's going down. First floor. There you have it.
That led to decades of war still run deep. But so too does the longing for reconciliation. A reconciliation defined not by political bargaining, or by an artificial balance of power, by tribe, region, religion, or ethnicity, but by the equality of opportunity and a better future for all Liberians.
Boga can lie, the government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. Okay. They don't put all hustle, they put hustle, they lie. Everything they say, they never say the truth.
Today, the supporters of His Excellency Joseph Boakai presents him as a poor man from Lofa, and I said that he will understand the plight of the poor people. Fellow Liberians, do not be fooled. Vice President Boakai is not poor like you, not even as me. As Vice President, his office received more money from the government budget than any other Vice President has received in Liberia's history. He has enjoyed some of the best and most lucrative government jobs.
First of all, there's this, what I call sort of vicious lie about the fact that Mr. Kobe is gay or being gay lifestyle to Liberia. It's complete bullshit. When people can accuse you of stealing people's money, when they can accuse you of being involved in war, anything, people don't make up stuff. They don't make up shit. Excuse my language, right? So it's complete nonsense. I'm married, 8 Teresa, 2 children, 5 grandchildren. I believe in traditional family values, so it's complete bullshit, complete nonsense.
Jamaikun, the young man, vice president, young man that are vice president, the major stole 500,000. I mean, Jamaikun, the major went to I forget that Jamaikun, the majors went to Ghana, the fit, and they may bring it all company in the country. I mean, Kun, they can reach yourself. Kun, man, you know, Kun, but I want to sophisticated, quiet. Hardcore in Liberia. When
2029 come and pass, then you finally leave. Mission is completed. Now, what the rules of engagement? When the war ended, the guy said, the captain, the commander said, mission complete. There wounded out first. All men on board.
Everywhere there is no school, I'll put school. And everywhere there is school and school in bad condition, I'll renovate it. I told them, towns and villages, everywhere you will have lights in a town for children to play and people to see. I told them, every town will have safe drinking water.
If Charles Taylor is the problem, he will be out of here in the twinkle of an eye. And I say, let well-meaning Liberians come home. If we respect this constitution, a government formed in Accra is a violation of Article 1 of the Constitution. Let them come home. Let that government be formed in Monrovia.
The government that capital road, small road, big road, all kinds of the place. I think the reason Joseph Boakai will not do much because the old man, the papa is suffering. The papa loves the country, but he can't make it. The criminal there around him, they sophisticated than him. They are sophisticated criminals, so they can't make it.
Your league Costa, God know how to pay people. It's just simple. Costa that accused everybody but himself. Everybody, Joe, we join, we kill Joe, he killed Joseph Boakai. Boakai still living. Joe, when I go, no, you leave my brother. He made me senator. He almost made Joseph Boakai president until he screwed up. We gave God the glory. Yeah. Well, Boakai, when he screwed, he said, oh, we don't want to make sure we fought for him to be reconciled with the president. And then the people who fought for him. No, you cause that you come. And cause I want a podcast, he said, they don't been calling me. Okay. The time you were calling me for me to carry the Boakai, did I put it on radio? That immaturity to do what you're talking about.
And I
no, son,
guarantee you, when we finish, there will not be a winner or the loser.
Today we all wear the jersey of Liberia, and the victory belongs to the people, to the peace, and to our democracy. As we begin to build upon the foundation of this new Liberia, I, George Seleke Kromah, the new president, will first give thanks and praises to the Almighty God for the blessing He has bestowed upon our country. And I say, my people, thank you, Yah.
We elect on 85 irresponsible men what happened to our country. We elect on 85 irresponsible men to govern this country, not to be very irresponsible.